to the Princess and the Frog. You know, it's Louisiana, so like, you know, shrimp, seafood kind of thing, you know, down there.
They turn him into a shrimp and fried him?
They just fried him. I think that's what happens in The Princess and the Frog after he gets dragged back to the underworld, is they start doing a seafood fry.
Oh.
Using Dr. Facilier.
Oh, you know, I forgot. I have not seen The Princess and the Frog, so I forgot Dr. Facilier is a character from that.
It's a good one.
Welcome in, A, showing off the exclusive subscriber stickers. Still live on YouTube, Hello, Hayden, good to see you. But yeah, we are back playing some Wavelength.
Wavelength, yeah, Wavelength. I love waves. I love lengths of things. 1 foot, 3 feet. That's a yard.
What's your favorite unit of measurement?
My favorite unit of measurement, I would have to say, is the Waffle House Index. That's the one where they tell how like severe a natural disaster is based off of how many Waffle Houses are closed for business in that area.
I was going to critique that I wouldn't really consider that a unit of measurement, but you made a compelling enough argument that I decided to let it go.
We got in there in the end.
Did Corey just say they love feet?
It's true.
Gross.
Feet, yards, inches.
Are there any layers in chat? Does stream count as texting while driving? Legally, no. Well, we are going to hop right into playing some Wavelength. I'm going to go first this time.
Whoa!
I know.
Sacrilege.
Rare occasion. Corey, guess where I went to eat on Saturday?
It's got to be IHOP. They got stuck in purgatory for 24 hours.
Good afternoon, Zia. Good to see you.
Welcome in. Unhappy Monday.
Hold on. Didn't expect an early live. Yes, we're going live early today.
Yeah. Sometimes we like to change it up on you, and if you want to stay informed of when we're changing it up, you can always keep track in our Discord.
So Boardgamers will cover any
Look
tickets.
at bio. No.
Dr. Silly sent a squirrel. Thank you so much. All right, the card is Guilty Pleasure, Actually Just Bad. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. We need to give Corey a hint, give him put the red dial right onto this blue 4. Guilty Pleasure, Actually Just Bad. Not the squirrels again. Hello, Mark and Corey in chat. Hello, Mary. Good to see you.
Mark, did you ever count the squirrels?
Oh, God damn it.
Oh my God.
It ended up being Easter weekend, so I was busy, kind of.
It is crazy. It is
look.
Easter weekend, and you know how many people asked me if I wanted to do something on Sunday?
Yeah, it's the Hatsune Miku movie.
Yeah.
Damn it, Mark. I did try, it's just that the method that I was going to use to count them didn't work, so it was a little bit weird. I was going to find a different method, hopefully.
You'll figure it out. You'll get it. You'll get there.
Don't break your wrist with that watch, Corey.
It's a little cold
that's
out.
a big one.
It's a little cold out.
Damn.
The time's not even set on it.
All right, Guilty Pleasure, Actually Just Bad. Here's an interesting one from Bella in YouTube chat. Ketchup and potato chips.
It's reminding me of those really shitty food channels. You know the ones I'm talking about, the rage bait ones, where they like, I've seen ones where they take like Lay's potato chips and make mashed potatoes out of them.
Jesus.
Like that kind of awful slop garbage. That's what I'm thinking with that one. So with that being said, that's actually just bad. That's just, you know. That being said, you know, chips are potatoes and ketchup and potatoes go together. So I'll take it up. I'll keep it close to the center for this one.
Zia says eating just popcorn or mac and cheese for dinner.
All right. So here's the thing on that one, all right? Mac and cheese for dinner, all right? If you're just getting that sad little Kraft out of the cupboard and eating that, do better. Disappointing, all right? Now, if you're doing the homemade mac and cheese, that's a dinner, all right? I'm putting scallions in that, I'm putting some meat in there, I'm getting some seasoning. That's a dinner, all right? That being said, the popcorn one is something I am guilty of doing. That is a little bit of a guilty pleasure. It is close to just actually just bad for you, but I am guilty of doing it.
That's fair. And let's see, is there a final one I want to do? Kettle corn, though. That is a good point. That is protein, the kettles.
Does it?
No.
I feel like you're a kettle corn over a normal popcorn person.
Absolutely not. I hate kettle corn.
Really?
Yeah. I know.
That surprises me.
I know. Weird opinion. Hate caramel corn too. And final one from Mary, reality TV.
All right, that's definitely guilty pleasure. That's definitely on the guilty pleasure side.
So.
Is it maxed out guilty pleasure?
Ketchup on potato chips, reality TV, and popcorn and or mac and cheese for dinner.
I feel like the reality TV one is like maxed out guilty pleasure for me because I don't think it's bad. It's just mindless slop that you consume while you do and just kind of like revitalize yourself for the day. But this is the first round of the day, so I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna stay there. If it's bad, that's all right. Let's end it. First round of
Locked
the day.
in right there. Guilty pleasure, actually just bad. How do we do?
Hey!
Okay, all right, not bad, not bad. That is, I'll roll it as a 3. It looks like it's touching the 3. First round of the day. I'm gonna say that is a 3. Very
Dang.
nice.
Mindless slop. Look, it's okay. Everyone needs their mindless slop. I don't watch reality TV, but there is content I consume that I would call mindless slop. Everybody needs it. Rejuvenates you, revitalizes you.
Indeed, indeed. Off the record, where is ketchup flavored chips go? So,
Canada, that's a war crime. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I used to have some friends that lived in Canada, and they sent us ketchup flavored chips in a care package, a Canadian. We sent them an American one. They sent us a Canadian one, and they sent us ketchup flavored chips. War crime.
now here's the
Awful.
thing. I don't think I've tried ketchup flavored chips. I would be much more open to ketchup flavored chips than I would be putting ketchup on a potato chip.
True.
I think that would be better.
I will agree with you there. That's the one I'll give to Canada. If you're gonna have ketchup and chips together, at least let it be ketchup flavored chips.
I'm gonna say it does sound pretty good. I'm not against it, the idea. Ketchup chips are the best LMAO, says Mariah.
I was also a fan of the idea until I had the displeasure of tasting them.
Kelsweedle says, this is my mindless slop.
Hey, absolutely, Kelsey.
Indeed. All right, my turn to set the dial. Corey, mix up that board.
I'll mix it up.
Card is trashy to classy.
Yeah, Mariah. So Mariah says, you know, ketchup chips are the best. And upset, but they're saying they're abnormally sweet. That's what threw me off. Is how
Really?
sweet they were when I was eating like a ketchup and chips together.
That surprises me.
Absolutely not a fan. One of the says, I've been waiting for someone to do a live stream of this game. Well, that's what we do here, so welcome in. Welcome in. This is our board state. Trashy to classy. There's the blue 4. Give me some hints I can give to Mark. I'm going to take 3 of them from either YouTube or TikTok chat. Welcome in. Yeah, barbecue chips are the US's ketchup chips, I think. We don't mess around with barbecue.
I do not like barbecue chips.
All right, well, it sounds like you just don't like joy.
I'm just not a fan.
All right, I am going to close up the board. Let's go. Whew. Whew.
Yo, user sent 3 heart puffs. Thank you so much, user.
Kyle, I'm gonna go with yours. Full zebra print decor.
Full zebra print decor, like in your house decor.
Yeah, decor. And then you know what? I'm gonna follow up with rhinestones.
Rhinestones.
The shiny ones.
Interesting. Zebra print. So, you're not talking like just black and white stripes. This is intentionally made to look like a zebra. In the right context, I think that could be a little bit classy. Like if I went to a billionaire's home and they had all zebra print, I'd be like, they know something I don't. Or they're an idiot. I'm gonna say it's a little bit trashy.
And last but not least, I'll give you Erica. I like it. There we go, gold toilet.
Gold toilet. Okay, it's in the middle, right? I don't know, maybe a little bit classy.
Making it look like my Minecraft home when I was a kid.
It's not going to be far classy because you notably did not say anything associated with class, like, I don't know, a suit, a nice dress, fine dining. No, you said a golden toilet. So this is going to be in the middle, but a teeny tiny bit towards classy on an account of the gold toilet. Zebra print, some people can pull it off, and that last one, rhinestones, little bit classy. Fine by me. Lisa Star sent the heart puff. Thank you so much. I'm gonna lock in right here.
All right, locked in right there. Locked in right there. Ooh, user, I like that one. Honorable mention, deer on the wall. All right, deer on the wall.
That would put me a little bit trashy.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Let's see it. Second one of the week.
Oh, the gold toilet?
Dude, that's
the gold
not
toilet?
classy. That's the.
I'd be like, damn,
That's
you know.
not class. You walk in and you see a gold toilet. You're not like, yo, this guy knows class. You're like, what? How much spray paint did they use?
Like, if I'm walking down the zebra print halls, okay, past their rhinestone collection, I'm like, this is all throwing me a little bit. But if I arrive at the gold toilet, I'm like, okay, maybe they're spitting with this one.
Only if there's 3 spotlights angled on it.
Mark,
then we can talk.
Mark thinks it's real zebra skins and real gold. He said golden toilet, not gold painted toilet. Gold toilet bunk as hell. Come on. Alrighty. I have a theremin, a cheap one. I'm a musician. It's easy but also difficult. Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, YouTube chat, they're currently talking about the differences between a theremin and a therian. So.
Can we get your average theremin in chat? Play around.
Where's your average theremin?
Alright, least evil company, most evil company.
Sorry. Kyle says, that placement on the board for Trashy to Classy is giving Italian mob boss his wife. Which is so accurate.
More like Chet and Twink. Love y'all so much. Thank you, Greta.
That's a good one. That's a nice question.
Where do you get the games from? Local game store.
Oh, game store.
Recommend you go to your local game store as well.
Dude, the second we get an Amazon affiliate link, I'm gonna be such a sellout. Curse the local game store.
Least evil company, most evil company.
Down with the local games. They've had it too good for too long at the local game store.
Least evil company, most evil company. Okay, all right. So far we got one I agree with, one I disagree with. I'll do a little rant after stream. Okay. All right, I need to ignore like half of these hints. These are bad hints. I'm closing it up. Corey, you may look.
No.
I'm going to say, ooh, interesting. First I'm going to say local game store.
Yo, local game store.
From Laura.
Oh my god. Ooh, wrong side. At least they're not evil at all. Except for when the Friday Night Magic people start coming in.
Oh, that is a little.
You gotta tick it up on that one, all right? It's not the game store's fault. They're just harboring the evil inside.
Let's see. Dr. Celia says kids lemonade stand.
Oh my god. Yeah, not evil at all. Except little Mary Sue is charging me $20 for 1 glass of lemonade so she can afford college. No, thank you.
All right, best one, absolute best one. I'm not sure if this is even really a company, but I'm gonna read it. The Wiggles.
Maxed out least evil company. Yummy, yummy fruit salad. Beep, beep, big red car. Hello? How can that be evil? I'm locked in. Maxed out least evil company.
Mary says I read it backwards. I take back Pfizer, lol. I had some questions about that one. I'm gonna be honest.
Mistake of the century right there.
Least evil company, most evil company. Let's see it. Let's see. It is just off the 4. That is on the 3. It had to be ticked up a little bit. You had to account for the child labor the Wiggles exploited.
You're so right.
Yes.
Dorothy the dinosaur. They do employ dinosaurs. They are bringing back Jurassic Park. That's why it's a little bit evil.
Okay, that's fair.
The Red Wiggle has done a few sketchy things. Is that true? Does he have a rap? Does the Red Wiggle have a rap sheet? What are the laws in Wiggle Land?
Where are the Wiggles on January 6th?
Believe it or not, only the Red Wiggle was there.
Jesus. How do you get the card to pop up? I made the graphics for this. So I have a graphic in OBS that's pulling a dynamic text document, and then I have a Google Sheets which has all the possible combinations of cards, and then when I hit a button on my Stream Deck, you'll see the text is going to update live. I usually update the text off screen. I'm doing it on screen this time. So the answer is I made it. OMG, we're on the same ... Wavelength, indeed. Do you all know what a Therian is? I do, yes. Okay, we'll do this card, better hot, better cold. We have 4 cards remaining with a score of 6. Not bad to start us off.
Ooh, and how many do we need to pass?
You got mail.
Dang it!
Stephen Price, the Red Wiggle, has no controversy on his Wikipedia.
He got away with it. No one found out.
Yeah, I can't find anything.
Until now. This is the tell-all.
We are breaking the news.
Breaking news, better hot, better cold. Better hot, better cold, that's the blue floor. Give me clues! Ellie's Avenger says, yes, I got alive. Welcome in, good to see you again. Good to see you again. What do we got? Wow, that music sounds so amazing on a car stereo rather than a phone.
God damn it. That Dr. Facilier streaming while driving.
I'm gonna close up the board, Mark, you can look. On the first one, I'm gonna give you ice cream.
Ice cream?
Ice cream.
I'd say that's pretty better cold. That is pretty darn better cold. I mean, it's not ruined if it's a little warm, if it's a little melty. I'll be lapping it up, but it's definitely better cold.
Pause, you're gonna be doing what to the ice cream now?
Lapping it up. That's what you do with melted ice cream.
Alright, fair enough, man. I mean, get a spoon, have some self-respect. Don't just go in there like a dog bowl, go crazy on it, alright?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Alright, I'll give you water as the second one.
Water?
Yep.
Okay, that's another one. It's better cold, certainly, but I do room temperature water all the time.
And let's do, for our final one, let's do salad.
Salad?
Yep.
Is this in the middle? I mean, salad? I don't even consider the temperature of a salad when eating it. I don't think I would notice if it was like hot or cold. Like, I don't know, if there's a spicy hot lettuce, I might be like, whoa, that's weird. But it wouldn't affect it that much. I'm gonna say it's a little bit better cold, but not that much. Because I can understand ice cream is still good melted. And water, I mean, yeah, I do room temperature water all the time. I'll go about half down to better cold.
Alright.
And I'm locked in here.
Have you ever had a hot salad?
I don't know. I said I wanted to notice.
Alright. Let's see, better hot, better cold.
Wow. Salad is not something I consider the temperature of.
Dude, I don't want warm veggies in the slightest in a salad.
Room temperature salad, you're gonna be like, no, thank you.
Yeah, well, better hot, better cold. It's always better cold.
I mean,
I'm not.
yeah, I think
Chet doesn't like me saying salad. I'm sorry. You guys like warm lettuce? That's on you. That's on you.
Room temperature salad and a cold salad are gonna taste like the same to me.
Oh, dude, no.
You don't want a frozen salad. Exactly, Professor Oak. It can't be
Nobody's
this
saying
far.
frozen. Nobody's saying frozen.
Can't be this far better cold because you ain't gonna freeze the salad. You could over cold it.
Dude, you ever see anything dipped in that nitro whatever, the freezy stuff? Imagine dipping a salad in there and then just taking a bite out of it like it's a cheeseburger.
Oh, puts a salad in the fridge. And Kelsey Weasel says warm salad is great for the winter. It's usually like kale and some grains and hearty veggies. Yeah, that sounds good. I've had warm chicken salad. Yeah, okay. When you said have I had warm salad, I thought the answer was yes, but couldn't really pinpoint it. Yeah, chicken salad.
Fair enough. I still disagree. I don't want a warm chicken salad. I've had them before. They're not good. I want a cold salad. I want my veggies cold.
Mark won't eat with his hands while we'll lap up ice cream.
Well, he's not eating with his hands there.
Yeah, yeah, classic mistake. Alexa sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Alexa. All right, 3 cards remaining. This game is called
Wavelength.
It is a whole lot of fun. All right, let's do.
Pull me back from this mistake.
Let's do this.
Fix it up. Fix it. Come on, I believe in you.
Wizard to Muggle is the card. And as per usual, I like with this card, try to not name Harry Potter characters. It's a lot of fun if the hints are not Harry Potter characters. But if you're not familiar with the terms, wizard, muggle, basically magical, not magical. A muggle is someone without magic. Ew, J.K. Rowling. Yeah. We can still use the terminology though. What is your max out answer if not ice cream, Mark? Dry ice. Because it doesn't exist if it's warm.
But it warming is what gives it the cool smoky effect.
Yeah, but it's still better cold. All right, wizard to muggle. No Harry Potter characters. It's fine if you do say one, but...
Was this a user submitted one, or is this
This is user submitted, but it's not credited. I don't know why.
What? You're slacking over there.
Okay, this is an interesting one. All right, wizard to muggle. I'm setting down the board, closing up. Corey, you may look.
Whoa, I can see.
From Bella on YouTube chat, a stick that looks suspicious. That's a very good one.
What did that stick do?
It's a stick that looks suspicious.
What did it do?
Let's see.
Well, sticks are like, whoa, beep beep.
Kyle says concert lighting.
Okay, that's a little magical. But it's normal. Stick that looks suspicious, it's a stick, but wands are sticks, and the stick is suspicious, so it might be a wand. Concert lighting's pretty chill, but it's, you can do that.
And final one from Millie Willie, let's get silly, Vegas Magician.
Okay, well, is this just dead center then? Vegas Magician is like, God, that makes me want to put it on the wizard side, because he's a magician.
Specifically a Vegas Magician, if that affects it at all. And so suspicious stick, a stick that looks suspicious, Vegas Magician, and what was the other one that I said? Concert lighting.
Concert lighting? I'm going to say a Vegas Magician is the most magical, non-magical thing. Okay? I think it's like...
Hey, don't tell Corey that. Corey doesn't know. Magicians don't do real magic.
What? No! You're telling me Penn and Teller lied to me?
Yeah.
All these times? No. I think it's pretty centering. I think the magician is like the perfect in the middle. It's a muggle, but it does magic. Maybe slightly lean to muggle side, and I'm gonna send it. Lock it in.
Let's see. Yeah, honorable mention. They weren't giving us hints, but I do kind of like Slinky as hints. They're saying in response to Hayden's question. But wizard to muggle. Let's see it.
All right.
All right. I was nervous. I was very nervous, but we did get there. That is a 3. Very nice. Very nice. Yo, Dr. Facilier sent an army of squirrels.
Yo.
Thank you so much, Dr. Facilier. And yeah, I was trying to push you over. In my mind, and I may have been led astray here, I thought a Vegas Magician would be the least magical category of magician, I could say. Because I'm thinking of a Vegas street performer who's more touristy and scammy than, say, a magician that would show up at a house party.
Dude, when you say Vegas Magician, I do not think street performer. I think of like performing at a packed house at the Lotus Hotel. Because that's like a magician's dream is to make it as a Vegas magician. That's like the end goal.
They're going to venues in Vegas.
Yeah, it's a Vegas magician.
But when you say Vegas magician, what I'm picturing is a magician on the streets in Vegas, like a Vegas street performer.
Well, a lot of magicians, when they get signed on to hotels and stuff in Vegas, that becomes their place that they just constantly perform at. Like, they don't tour and they just happen to stop by in Vegas. They get hired on by the casino or the place to do reoccurring performances every week. So that's like their big final stop.
Sorry, I got distracted because Bro is Defo Him says, my dad would have been perfect.
Sure.
And I agree because, their dad, is a muggle, definitely on this side, but they learned that really cool disappearing trick. Never been able to crack.
Well, let me find it out.
Very nice, that is 3 points. We're down to 3 cards remaining. we are going to do everyone's favorite card. Everyone loves doing this card, especially when Mark's doing the dial. Bad movie, good movie.
Yeah, test that film knowledge, baby.
Yo, Chill Pop sent 28 roses and Candace sent a heart me. Thank you so much.
This is the real Vegas gamble, right here, right now.
Well.
All right, let's see what we got. Bad movie, good movie.
Did you hear they released odds for the new popes? Like Vegas betting odds for the new pope's gonna be?
Yeah?
They're betting on everything. They're betting on everything. Mid says early stream Monday. Yeah, just for today. We all have things we have to take care of later tonight. So we're doing a little bit of an early stream now.
I'm doing background acting in a short film.
Ooh, I'm doing schoolwork.
L.
Yeah, kind of boring. All right, this is where the dial is. Blue 4 is right there. Bad movie, good movie. Let me see what you guys are thinking. What are your opinions? I want to hear them because I want to give some clues to Mark and see if he can guess where that blue 4 is on our dial here. Let's see what we got. I'm going to close up the board. Mark, you can look. Ooh, I'm gonna go Sharknado.
Oh, come on, I got a soft spot for that movie. It's a bad movie, but it's not maxed out bad. It's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable watch. It's a thrill, but at the end of the day, it's a damn bad movie. It's poorly made.
I'm gonna go with Mint's Avatar. Blue people, not element bending.
Blue People Avatar.
Blue people Avatar.
Well, okay. That one was like genre defining. That's an
Name a
interesting
character.
one. Jake
Last name?
Sully.
Fucking did it. The impossible.
And knowing the names of characters is not a metric for how good or bad a film is, to be fair. That being said, I don't think it's that great of a movie. I'm not blown away. It's very average. It was just like shocking visuals for its time. So maybe a little bit good movie. Maybe I can forgive Sharknado.
Man, me and Chad have some differing film opinions. I'll tell you what. I'm seeing a couple that are being said, and my heart it's breaking a little bit.
You know, I've only ever seen Blue People Avatar from a bootlegged, ripped copy from South Korea that my mom bought for like a nickel. And the movie's, you know, it's celebrated for its visual effects prowess, and in the version that I watched, at some point you see the silhouette of someone standing up in the theater that they were recording the movie from and walking out with their daughter to use the bathroom. I'm like, okay, I may have not gotten a great experience with this.
All right, and let's go for the very last one. Let's hit it. I like that one. Let's hit it with ants.
Ants?
Ants with a Z. Because they were cool back then. They were hip.
Is that the one where they're like fighting over the food? The war is about the food?
I believe that's A Bug's Life.
Which one is Ants?
Ants is the other one.
Oh, the other one.
It's the one that I think it's DreamWorks that did it. It was like their response to A Bug's Life.
Okay.
There's an exterminator in it, I believe.
I don't know much about that one. So I'll stick with the other two hints. Sharknado and Blue People Avatar. Maybe it's in the middle. It's a so bad it's good movie, and then a timeless classic. I don't know, the timeless classic will push me a little bit towards good movie. People do really like Avatar, especially when the new one came out. I realized how many people are passionate about their love for Avatar. I thought it was kind of mid.
It is. My grandmother, who I don't think watches movies very frequently, the second that they announced that they were releasing The Way of Water, she's like, I gotta go to the movie theater and see this. It's probably been decades since she's been to the movie theater when she said that. And I was astonished.
Mark supports video piracy. You know, legally I can't say that, but, you know, if somebody else says it and I read the comment, that's fine.
If a movie accidentally falls into my pocket.
And Ants is about communal work. Okay, a little bit good then. All right, let's reveal the board.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Bang!
All right, right logic, but mirrored.
Yeah, man. Avatar, for me, it's like, it is technicality-wise of the film, amazing, stunning. As a movie, snooze fest. I want to fall asleep. It has had no relevance. It has had no staying power in the cultural zeitgeist of the world until the second one came out, and then it all came back to the front. And then Sharknado, it's a horrible movie, but damn do I love seeing sharks get flung around in a tornado.
Yeah. The same movie basically for Ants and Bugs Life. Interesting. A sent to heart me. Thank you so much, A.
Yeah, I saw some ones that hurt me. Rango. I love Rango. That's a great movie. 10 out of 10. I also saw any 90s comedy. I don't know what era Airplane and Naked Gun came out. I don't know if it was like late 80s, early 90s. Mm-hmm. But those movies, even if it has nothing to do with that suggestion, God, some of my favorites of all time.
Why don't you guys post anymore? We took a break to pursue other things, mostly building that studio over there and doing a whole bunch of setups. We will be returning to posting this week. This week we plan on posting a video, and then very soon we're going to get back to daily. Airplane is an incredible movie. It is one of the best ones ever. I support piracies for those who not can afford to access creative media, or if there's no way to access it, or if you just hate big corporations. Yes.
Hey, Hayden said it.
Hayden said it, not me. But people would think as a film major that I'm against piracy. That is certainly not the case.
That's certainly an opinion that they can have.
That is certainly an opinion they can have.
I just want you to watch it, man.
Yeah.
This stream right here, officer. This one right here.
Oh,
we got him.
Right. All right. Our next card is going to be stupid to brilliant.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Hey fellas, hello ever stillness, good to see you.
Welcome in.
Studio tour when it's finished, of course. We'll be like recording over there. I can like hold up a mirror or something to show you the behind the scenes. I don't know, maybe we can post some sort of like tour to the Patreon or show it on live at some point.
We've talked about it. I think it's safe to say that no matter what form it's going to be in, there will be some sort of reveal or tour of our new studio once it's finished.
Mary says, you're a film major. How cool. Not sarcastic. I'm jealous. Thank you for adding the not sarcastic.
Usually it is.
Stupid brilliant. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for.
I can't see where it's at, but my hint's gonna be film major.
Okay. Say skibbity. You can't trick me into saying that. No way. Too smart for that.
What the skibbity, dude?
Bro, you're not gonna want to see the clip.
My brother, that's not gonna look good at the pearly gates, is all I'm saying.
Say that again. Stupid brilliant. This 4 right here. You just did. Oh.
Oh my god!
Alright, closing up the board. Corey, you may look. Sorry.
No.
Oh, this is a great one. From Woney Care. Starting a social media account.
Starting a social media account. In today, if you asked me this 10 years ago, probably would have been more middling. But now it's like, if you want to have a product or a company at all, you need a social media account. There is no exceptions. There are no excuses. It is free marketing. You need it.
Bro is defo him. I hope you're in chat right now because Country Mozart says that one chatter's dad.
Bro's definitely him.
Master of hide and seek.
Genius. Master of hide and seek. Absolute brilliant tacticianer. All right. The ability to never run into their, child after all of these years. Genius mind, I think. So it's got to be on the brilliant side.
Can you do it faster? Of course. Final one, ketchup chips.
Ketchup chips, stupid, awful, one of the worst things I've ever tasted. I hate it. I'm locked in.
All right, logged in right there, stupid to brilliant. That one chatter's dad, ketchup chips, and starting a social media account. Oh.
Hey, it's still 2 though. It's still 2, right?
Let's see.
On God?
Yes, that is a 2. Very nice. That is touching. It was a middling answer, slightly towards stupid.
Is it speed round time?
Yeah, we can do a speed round. After
round.
I read this comment that I thought was really cool. Copper Lapis Lazuli says, I studied filmography in college, did a short documentary on wrestlers against union workers. That is very interesting. That is very cool.
It's true. Hulk Hogan was very against union work.
That sucks.
He was the ultimate heel.
1 card remaining, speed round time. What's it going to be? Whatever, we'll do this one. Bad man, good man. I usually avoid this card, but oh well.
All right, speed round, bad man, good man, good man. Let's see what we got. Chat, that is where the blue 4 is. Give me some hints. No, I'm stressed. Don't worry, Billy Willie. Stay with me. I believe in you. Bad man, good man, give me some blue 4s. Give me some blue 4s. I see things coming in. I'm gonna close the board. Mark, you can look. I'm gonna give you Jesus.
Pretty good.
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you Bob Ross.
Okay, that guy? That guy? Yep,
That
like
guy
him.
who's always creeping on us in the middle of our streams. And last but not least, I'm gonna give you Superman. Ever heard of him?
All right, I'm gonna take it up a little bit because of all that time that Superman did those evil things, but I can forgive him because he looks cool. Take it up a little bit. You know, Jesus made his mistakes.
Acknowledge that. Let's hear about it. Unpack that in our speed round.
No thanks. Reveal it. Oh, that's a 4. Very nice. That is actually a 4. I was right to tick it up. Okay, you know, Jesus led me to tick it up. That is correct. That is correct.
Jesus held your hand.
All right, so in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points, but instead the benefit is we add another card to the stack, send to the game. We would have been out of cards, 0 remaining, but because that 4, we're at 1 card remaining.
Dang.
Let's go to the next one. Let's do a custom card submitted to us by Buff Garfield. This is Travel for Business, Travel for Pleasure.
Is it destination?
These are destinations.
Oh, that's so true. You got it because you left space for Jesus.
What not overthinking does for the game. Yeah, less room for Jesus, of course.
Jesus.
Buff Garfield on top. First 4 of the day. Indeed, let's see if we can get another one. Travel for business, travel for pleasure. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. We need to give Corey a hint to get him to put the red dial around that blue 4. 11 to 14, correct. A 4 is worth 3 points, if you may have heard. All right.
You'll never guess how many points 3's worth, though.
Closing it up, Corey, you may look.
It's 3.
First one I'm gonna go with, New York.
New York. Okay, so we had a bit of a Fallout New Vegas between us on this one.
Interesting. Candace says Dubai. That's a very interesting one.
I think New York is like the perfect business and pleasure one because you get a lot of business done in New York, but a lot of tourists go to New York because it's the Big Apple. It's the city, right?
And final one, here's an interesting one, coffee shop.
Coffee shop. Coffee shop is pretty middling as well. You go there to get work done, and you go there to drink coffee. A little pleasure, a little business.
Coffee shop, New York, Dubai. Those are the hints.
Maybe I'll tick it slightly onto the business side because I think more business is done in those things rather than vacation, but I think it's pretty middling. So I'm locking in there, speed round.
Locked in right there. Let's see what not overthinking does for the game. Travel for business, travel for pleasure.
I should have overthought!
Oh, that is a miss.
No, I should have overthought!
Unfortunate. Well, we are going to move on to a next round. 7 new cards. 14 is now the score to beat, but it's time for me to pull out the official Wavelength rulebook and see how we did for scoring that 14. Not bad. First of the day.
First of the day.
The message we get from the creators of Wavelength themselves for scoring a 14 in this game is, all caps, so close.
So close.
So close. If we do better than this, we will pass the so close message and get the you win message. Ain't that something? 7 more cards. I think we can do it. I think we can beat 14. All right, perfect. Perfect. A great card to start us off. Everyone loves the movie cards. Underrated movie, underrated movie, overrated movie. I never remember what they are. I should know them off memory by now. I don't.
Give me spin?
I'm doing the hints for this one.
You did the hints for the last one.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're so right.
I'll spin it the other way now. I gotta undo your spin. All right, let's see what we got. Underrated movie, overrated movie. That is where the blue 4 is right there. Your guys' goal. Give me some clues in chat I can give to Mark. Get him to guess kind of where this blue 4 is on our spectrum of underrated to overrated movie. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got.
Can I open?
They're just starting to come in. You can open it now. You can open it now, buddy. Let's go with, There's some good ones coming in, but which one do I like the most?
So it's not good to bad, it's underrated or overrated.
Underrated, overrated. Let's go. Hold on, I just saw one that scrolled by. Come back. Come back to me, hint. I liked it. Let's go Shawshank Redemption.
That's one of those movies that's rated, but of the Tarantino films, I think it's maybe Well, it's a very popular Tarantino film. It's not an outlier, but it's one I haven't seen, so I'm gonna say a little bit underrated.
A little bit, okay. Let's go with.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of the complete wrong movie. Is Shawshank even Tarantino?
Frank Darabont is the director.
Okay, so I was thinking of a completely different movie.
I just kind of let you say that. I didn't even process that at first. Yeah, that is not Tarantino.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, I'm remembering that now. Underrated.
Underrated. Let's see. We do 3 hits
Shawshank is
here.
not Tarantino. Yeah, we figured that out eventually.
We got there eventually. Let's go Titanic.
Titanic. You know, I was mixing up with Reservoir Dogs.
And you know
Those are the
what?
2 movies I was mixing up in my head.
I'll give you the final one too, because I like this one. Let's go by Casablanca.
Titanic and Casablanca. Okay, I don't know anything about that. Titanic's a little bit overrated. I think Titanic, yeah, I hear about it a lot. Maybe this is a middling answer. Maybe these are all rated movies. I'm gonna put it a little teeny tiny bit towards the underrated side out of respect for Tarantino, who is not on any of the movies listed, but, you know, he would want me to put it there.
He'd watch you.
Saving space for Tarantino. Let's see it.
Yo, let's say it.
Oh, let's go!
Let this be a lesson. Always save space for Tarantino.
Always save space for Tarantino. Very nice, very nice. I say that every time I spread my toes. Sorry. Was that an out-of-pocket comment?
No.
What?
Not at all. It's not out of pocket if it's correct.
Underrated movie, overrated movie. All right, that was a good one. Let's do hard to do, easy to do. We have 6 cards remaining to try to beat 14. We're at 3 right now. Made me spread my toes, 8 out of 10. Jesus held Mark's hand last time. Tarantino held his hand this time.
You know what? I saw this. You know what else would be a good answer for where that placement was?
What?
The YouTube video that is Snowpiercer is a sequel to Willy Wonka. That video essay.
Jesus.
It's a good one.
I have not seen it. Hard to do, easy to do. This 4 right here is what you're aiming for. This 4 is the target. We need to give Corey a hint. You're going to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Card is hard to do, easy to do. I am setting down the board. I am closing it up. Corey, you may look. Ooh, first one. This is a great one from Kathy. Starting us off, Whistle.
Whistle. It's pretty easy to do. My lips are dry, or else I'd get a better whistle going.
Douglas Germ says semi-annual fire alarm inspection.
Douglas Germ, from the sounds of what you've told me, it sounds pretty easy.
And let's see. Oh, final one from N Murphy 09. Make cookies. I think that's an interesting one.
Make cookies. All right, make cookies was a little bit more challenging. I won't max it out easy to do. Maybe it's like kind of here. Still pretty easy to do, but not in like the, you know, what's that classic Southern adage? The people that can't pour piss out of a boot if the instructions are written on the heel. You ever hear that one?
What the fuck?
That's a great one. Right?
All right, is that your placement?
I think so.
Hard to do, easy to do. Making a cookie, semi-annual fire alarm inspection, and whistling. Ooh. Okay, are we still on the target? No. No, we're not. That is a miss.
Tragedy!
Unfortunate. Douglas Germby flying through those inspections. Ain't nothing getting double checked.
Half the things are barely even getting checked.
Poll. No, it was a miss. It was a miss. Those were some good hints. I did like those. I may have forgotten how far it was to the easy to do side, but those were good.
Whoa now.
Let's. Whoa now. All right, our next card is going to be Quiet to Loud. I'm going to be doing the placement for this one. Corey, you can spin up the board.
You know, I've been told I can be pretty loud.
Oh.
Nah, I have nowhere else to go with that. I had a joke that was cooking up. I abandoned it.
Tony used to be loud.
Much like that Chatter's dad. Could you repeat that adage, Corey? Yeah. It's you're so stupid you couldn't pour piss out of a boot if the instructions were written on the heel. Because if you like turn it over to look at the instructions, it just pours out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a classic one. It's one of my favorite go-to insults. Quiet to loud.
Stumbling
Quiet,
through,
loud.
repeating it.
All right, buddy. Everyone's a critic nowadays.
No, it'd just be funny to use as an insult in that context.
Quiet the loud. That's where the blue 4 is. Let's see what you guys got. I'm going to... Alright, I'm going to close up the board. Alright, Mark, you can look. We're going to go with... washing machine.
That's pretty loud. It, yeah, it bothers me sometimes when it's going, but it running isn't the worst.
Okay, alright. Let's go with neighbor's dog.
Asshole neighbors leave their dog outside all the time, and it barks and barks and barks.
I hate to tell you, but you might be your neighbor's dog.
No, you see, when my dog barks, we let him inside.
Ah, fair enough. And the final one I'm gonna go with that I like a lot. We'll do a little more meta one for the last one. I thought this was funny. YouTube chat when they don't get enough attention.
They're pretty loud. They make petitions, go up protesting, riot in the streets from time to time when they feel like I don't read their comments enough. Yeah, I think these things aren't the loudest in the world, but I think it is middling over to the loud side, and I think I'm gonna lock in right here.
Lock in there. Also, honorable mention. I had no idea where you'd actually put it on the board, so I didn't want to give you this hint. But a lot of people immediately said Corey. So let's see what we got. Quiet the loud.
Yo! Let's go! That is a 4. Very nice.
Don't you disrespect us or we'll petition.
I don't consider you to be loud, especially in the scope of other people we know.
What are you talking about?
That's so unfair though, because like that's one of the loudest people we know, period.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm always next to them. So.
Might be one of the loudest people on Earth.
I think just between Board Ghost and myself, you might have just permanent hearing damage, and you can't really differentiate.
Well, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. Corey's gonna make the score 6. That is not a mistake. No. Instead of being worth 4 points, the benefit is we take another card and we add to the stack, and it extends the game. We would have been at 4 cards remaining, but we're now at 5. Very nice. I bet I am louder than Board Ghost. I would be impressed.
I'm gonna be honest. There's a good chance you're not.
Alrighty. Here's an interesting card. This is a custom card that I don't believe we've run before. Eccentric to weird from Country Mozart. These are similar words, but different vibes, different connotations. We love the 4 speech. Appreciate it.
4.
Who's doing the dial for this one? You're doing the dial. I'm spinning up the
You're
board.
giving me the hints. You just placed it.
Board Ghost, stream loud as you can. Please do not Board Ghost.
Unfortunately, there's family here right now.
So you guys could hear Board Ghost. Keep in mind, Board Ghost is not mic'd, and he's like around the corner on the other side of the room.
You haven't heard me, man. My sneeze echoed through my whole neighborhood. That's impressive. That's
got some reverb. Got some reverb going.
Well, I mean, you say through your whole neighborhood. Maybe you live in like a glass dome, and it's actually not that impressive.
Maybe they live in like a one neighborhood street, one house neighborhood.
Yes. Eccentric to weird. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. Okay. All right. These are some interesting ones. What does eccentric even mean? If somebody owns a pet tiger, that is eccentric. You may look, Corey.
A fossil collection is pretty eccentric.
Fossil collection is going to be eccentric. Okay.
Weird and rich is probably not the definition, but it's a really good vibe-based definition. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Here's an interesting one from Momo. Collecting used tissues.
That's just weird. That's just weird. Don't.
Eccentric is quirky, says Amanda. Okay.
That's just weird, man. Don't do that.
Powell says Dahmer. He has an eccentric taste.
Weird, man. It's just weird. It's just weird.
Let's see, and then final one, people who like feet, the old Tarantino. Collecting used tissues, Dahmer, and people who like feet.
I feel like the feet thing, there are too many people that like it for me to say it's maxed out weird. Way too many. Far too many. That being said, one is too many. So, you know, that kind of skews that. So I'll take it up slightly for all those people out there that like feet. For all those Tarantinos out there.
Saving room for Tarantino.
Saving room for Tarantino on that one.
Honorable mention, Carclane says, saying, "Where's my hug?" That's definitely maxed out. All right, eccentric to weird. Let's see how we did. Woo! God damn, foot fetish got us there.
Hey, always save room for Tarantino.
Hey, yo.
This is a foot fetish 4 right here. Thank you, people who like feet. You got Corey to tick it up away from maxed out. Gotta save room for Tarantino. GG. For speech, yes, in this game, a 4 is not worth 4 points, it's worth 3. Why is that the case? Well, instead, the benefit is to take another card and we add it to the stack and it extends the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 4 cards remaining, but because of our second 4 in a row, congrats, that is 5 cards remaining. Woo! Perfect 4. Tarantino got us there.
Tarantino always gets you there in the end. All right? Always get you there in the end.
All right, our next card is going to be, also thank you Country Mozart for that custom card. It was submitted in our Discord, link in bio if you want to join to submit your own custom cards to see on stream. Snack to meal. Snack to meal.
Snack to meal. All right, let's see it. The space for Tarantino is a few feet.
God damn it.
All right, let's see what we got. Snack to meal. Snack, meal, that's the blue 4 right there. Give me some clues. Where does feet lie on this card?
Oh,
you know,
Mitch.
What's up, Mitch? Snack, the feet. Well, that answers that question.
Corey's thinking about snacking on some toes
We need
over
to
here.
stop with the Tarantino talk. It's actually warping my brain chemistry. All right, you can look. Let's go with bag of chips.
Bag of chips.
Bag of chips.
That is a snack, but it does fill me up a little bit. I have been known to occasionally eat a bag of chips instead of a meal for lunch.
I like this one. Apple slices with peanut butter.
Okay, that ticks me up a little teeny tiny bit more. I think that could be a meal, but really it is a snack.
And last but not least, let's go with the Mitch's fruit roll-up.
Fruit roll-up. Okay, that takes me way towards snack. That has 0 nutritional value, and in my opinion, does not fill you up. I would never eat one if I was hungry because it does not satiate my hunger. That being said, apple slices with peanut butter definitely do,
Got that
and
protein.
chips definitely do as well. Gummies don't feel like they sit in my stomach. It feels like they disappear, and then I just get unhealthier. So that's gonna take me down a good chunk, but I'm gonna lock in right here.
Honorable mention, the goldfish. I freaking love goldfish. I grab them by the handful and just
Snack that smiles back.
I don't like one at a time. When I go goldfish, I just go the handful and then shove as many into my mouth as possible.
Got the whole squad.
Got the whole school in there.
All right.
Man. All right, let's see what we got. Stack the meal.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hello, Andy. Good to see you. Don't have goldfish in the UK? Does that
Throw away
that
the whole
cursed
UK.
land have anything going for it?
Throw away the whole UK, man. Throw it away.
No goldfish. Wow.
That's a miss, right? That's just
That is a miss. Yes.
Damn.
Yo, hand emoji sent 5 roses. Thank you so much. Board Ghost is angry. Now we don't have to just get into Mark's mind. You have to get into Mark's stomach too.
Sorry, man.
The peanut butter on the apples really threw me because that'd be filling me up, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it's still a snacky snack. It's a healthy snack.
Yeah, but I could eat it as a meal, reasonably. Same with chips.
Yeah, that one's like the classic when I was a kid snack. Apples and peanut butter. Hell, when I'm an adult snack too.
Hard to sit on, easy to sit on is going to be the next card. We're now down to 4 cards remaining. Yo, Hazel sent a rose. First gift. Thank you so much, Hazel.
And chat always behaves when we pick this card. Every time they say the best answers.
We still have the good chocolate, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
You could eat it as a meal, doesn't make it a meal. That's fair. They probably have cheddar penguins or something. wild for that.
I don't know, cheddar penguins kind of goes hard. Do you have whales? Whales are like goldfish, but cheap knockoff.
Anyone else hear the serving size of peanut butter video on their For You page recently? No.
Can't say I have.
Yeah, that is interesting. All right, this 4 right here, which is out of focus. Working on it, there we go. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. The card is hard to sit on, easy to sit on. This is an interesting one. Did I just find the American no rolls bard? Maybe. Hard to sit on, easy to sit on. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. I am closing it up. Corey, you may look. This is an interesting one. I like August VR's and YouTube chat of bicycle seat. I think that's an interesting one. Also, I see Vanessa in YouTube chat and a whole bunch of people in TikTok chat saying the floor.
All right. Bicycle seat designed to be sit on. Nobody likes sitting on bicycle seats. They're always uncomfortable. You can't, I challenge you to find a comfortable bicycle seat. You cannot. But it is designed to be sit on and driven on for long periods of time. So I do say it's easy to sit on. Floor is super easy to sit on. You just sit on it. Yeah, it might be a little hard.
Okay. And then, let's see, final one, I'll go with Mary's meditation mat.
Meditation mat, again, it's designed to be sit on. It's got a little bit of cushion on it. It's got a little bit of cushion. So it would take me up a little further than floor because, you know, it's essentially the floor with a little bit of cushion. So I'll just take it up slightly there. And yeah, I think these things are pretty easy to sit on. They're just uncomfortable.
Okay, hard to sit on, easy to sit on. We had the floor, meditation mat, and bicycle seat. Let's see it. Dead center. That is, I'll roll that at 2. I have to turn it pretty far. Yeah, I'd have to turn it pretty far to see the white peeking out. That is a 2, very nice. Honorable mention, I did see Elgato saying anti-homeless bench. That's an interesting one because it's designed to be sat on, but like morally it's pretty hard to sit on.
Well, it's actually not designed to be sat on.
4 is the maxed out easy to sit on. You guys are all wrong about this. This is driving me nuts.
Maybe I have a good back.
It's not soft to sit on. It's easy to sit on. You can't not sit on a floor. It's not rocket science.
My name's Board Ghost. I've never had back problems.
Wow! That's pretty rich, buckaroo.
I knew that one would piss you off.
But yes, as
Chiropractor for 2 years.
As they point out, anti-homeless benches typically are designed to be sat upon, but that you can't lay upon them.
That's true.
All right, our next card. 3 cards remaining. We are at 11. The score to beat is 14. Yo, Ashington to heart me. Thank you so much. Waste of time. Good use of time. Corey is right though. Floor starts to hurt after a while. Might be hard to get up. I actually agree. I don't think it's that easy to sit on the floor, and I have a very undiscerning bottom. Waste of time, good use of time. I'm closing my eyes. Corey, spin up that board.
Spin up that board! Alright, give me 1 second. Let me just... 1 second. Bang! Alright, there we go. Let's spin up the board! Waste of time, good use of time. Bam, there we go. Waste of time, good use of time. That's what the blue 4 is. Give me some suggestions. What do you got? I'm gonna close up the board. Bam, you can look now. Mark, I'm gonna give you work.
Work. Waste of time, do something else. Scroll on your phone, damn it.
Consume social media, for God's sake.
Okay, work, that's a good use of time. You're making money. Many people feel their job is soulless though. So that'll leave a little bit of space for the corporate people who have never contributed anything to the greater society.
This one's really interesting. I like it. Sculpting.
Okay, I'd be hard pressed to say that's a waste of time by any means. I think that's probably more of a good use of time than well, you know, working is a good use of time if you need money. Sculpting is good use of time if you need art. Is it gonna be maxed out good use of time? I could see working being a maxed out good use of time answer.
And let's go with, for the last one, let's go with taking a nap.
Okay, I'm gonna roll back a little bit. I think you could do a lot of work that is a waste of time. I think a lot of people feel like they're wasting time when they're at work, depending on what the job is. I've certainly felt that way. Napping is a little bit of a waste of time. You're rejuvenating yourself, so it's still in a good use. Don't get me wrong, but it's not maxed out. And the last one was sculpting. Pick a more lucrative art, buddy.
Wow.
Still good use of
That's how
time.
you really feel, man.
Still good use of time. And sculpting is a weird one, yeah. All right, I'm locked in right there.
You're picturing me, nightgown, nightcap, candle, Ebenezer Scrooge style, laying down on the couch, and you're like, he shouldn't be doing anything else right now. That is the best.
Yeah, he should
thing
be putting out that candle right now.
Let's see what we got.
Ooh, wow. I'm surprised. I didn't even tick it up enough. I really thought I was overshooting it.
Yeah, no. I mean, working is important for you, but there's so many, it shouldn't be the end all be all.
Sculpting is eccentric, not weird. Drawback.
It's true.
I'm at work right now. Kelsey Weasel, this is the best possible thing you could be doing at work.
Mark be like, yes, corporate America, more hours, please.
Gosh, come on.
Was that a 2 or was that?
It was a 2. And speaking of 2, we're down to 2 cards remaining. We're at 13. The score to beat is 14. So I think we can do it. Very doable. Our next card, 2 remaining to beat that 14. Loved to hated.
Loved to hated. Yeah, be a good worker and you'll get a pizza party every 2 years.
Yay! That really makes it worth it.
It's true.
When
are we getting a Boardgamers pizza party?
Look, I've been designing missiles for a long time.
Okay.
The Northrop Grumman, missile design.
Lockheed Martin.
Lockheed Martin, yeah. But at the end of the day, the pizza party is really what makes it worth it.
Mark, it's not missiles, it's the satellites that guide the missiles, so they're not bad people.
Totally different.
Totally different.
Totally different.
Love to hated. This 4 right there. Jillian sent to heart me. Thank you so much. Sorry, I opened the board and immediately, pre-typed out someone said feet. They typed out so fast, there had to be some muscle memory involved with typing out feet on the keyboard. Love to hated. Let's see, closing up the board. Corey, you may look. You know what? God damn it. Mark's hints on code names, says Mitch. Hayden seconding it, I'm gonna lock in and just say, you know what, feet's a fine hint. From Ellie's Adventures, feet.
I like my own feet because it lets me walk. It's kind of sick. That's kind of sick. But if we're talking about it in the sense I think we're talking about feet in, it's gross, man. It's gross. I don't like it.
And let's see, loved, hated. I'm gonna go with it. The rain. The rain. It's controversial. Last time we did this, I'm gonna go with it though. The rain. So we got feet, the rain, Mark's hints on code names. That's an inside joke though, so I'm gonna pick one that isn't just that.
I notably love the rain, man. You're gonna force me to put the rain on the hated side? You're telling me I have to put feet and rain on the same part of this spectrum?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
And you know what? Final one, pineapples on pizza.
All right.
From GH Chica.
These are all things that are hated, but I don't think pineapple on pizza, there are a lot of people who enjoy it. A lot of people like the Hawaiian pizza, a little bit of ham, a little bit of pineapple, classic duo. So it can't be maxed out hated, because there are people that genuinely enjoy it. Feet, again, same logic. And last but not least, the rain. But have you ever seen the rain?
No.
I want to know.
Meows Meows sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Meows Meows.
So it's gotta be hated a little bit. I'm good there.
Locked in right there. Dr. Cecilia says Mark's belt. Loved, hated.
By the way.
Okay,
Okay, all right. Go ahead and reveal it.
Woo! Let's go. That is a 3. Very nice. Very nice. It is touching the 3, officially beating our last score, 14. We're now at 16.
Yeah.
Very nice.
One might even say this 16 is sweet.
Anita sent a tiny tiny. Thank you so much, Anita. And we are down to 1 card remaining. So to address the belt situation, I'm now wearing a new belt. It is not falling. I'm wearing a different belt, I should say. It's not a new one.
Wait, you had other belts and you chose to wear the other one?
I forgot. No. So this belt is a little bit dressier than my normal everyday belt. So I didn't want to wear it because it was like a dress belt, and I had to put on like a nice suit or something like that. And I don't like wearing it now because it is the dress belt. So I'm in the process of buying a new one because, as some people saw in the Discord or I posted a photo, the old belt is actually just broken. It is gone. It no longer functions. Next card, worst place for a date, best place for a date. This is a custom card submitted to us by Hayden is Tired in our Discord, link in bio. Max sent the heart me, thank you so much. Please don't get a 4, I need to go to sleep. Rip my Tosis belt. All right, worst place for a date, best place for a date. I'm doing the placement for this one, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Let's go with it.
Yeah, because you asked if I saw the rain.
I want to know. Have you ever seen the rain? Let's see what we got. Worst place for a date, best place for a date. Bam. Worst place for a date, best place for a date. That is where our blue 4 is, chat. Your job. Give me some clues I can give to Mark. Get him to guess where that blue 4 is sitting. Where that blue 4 is sitting. I'm seeing a few good ones. I'm gonna close up the board. Mark, you can look. I got some great ones for you right off the bat. Funeral.
I mean, if it's someone we mutually hated, it might be romantic. But, I'll say that's usually pretty close to the worst place for a date.
Okay. Your mom's basement.
Yeah, it's pretty far for worst place for a date. Yeah.
And last but not least, Guantanamo Bay.
What if we held hands in Guantanamo Bay torture prison?
I love that age-old, the age-old tweet of waterboarding and Guantanamo Bay. Sounds really sick if you don't know what either of those things are.
It's a classic one.
It's classic.
All right, I'm gonna save a little bit of space just for if I don't like the person at the funeral. I think it could be romantic.
Or if you don't like your date.
Or if I don't like the date, and it's hard to ghost them if we're in Guantanamo Bay. Like,
Well, if you don't like the date, you can just leave them there.
how am I leaving?
I don't know, body bag?
Okay. Worst place for a date, best place for a date. Let's see it. Oh, did I leave too much space? Did I leave too much space? I did. That is a 3. It was a maxed out answer.
Oh!
You know, the chatter requested for me not to get a 4, and I did it.
You did it.
Mark pronounces them like them. IDK, who to talk to about it. Look, I have a bit of a regional accent known as speech impediment.
It's not regional. He's just silly.
Also, we missed it. Mary sent the goat.
Yo, Mary sent a goat. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Whoever said don't get a 4, jinxed it, LMAO. Guys, they don't care about Mary sending goats anymore. Sad face emoji.
No. We always care about the Mary goats. It's important. It's my favorite type of goat.
That was our last card, right? Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, okay, that was our last card.
so.
The score is 19.
Bang!
Very nice. We did, in fact, beat the 14 from last time. Let's see. All right, it is now time for you to pull out the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook and flip to the back, where it tells us how we did based off our score. The message we get from the creators of Wavelength themselves for scoring a 19 is you're on the same ... Wavelength! Woo! Very nice. How long will you be live today? At least another hour.
Bang. What's the name of the game? Wavelength.
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 Speaking of, do we want to do another round of Wavelength or hop over to code names? Ooh.
Let's do one more Wavelength, I think.
One more Wavelength.
One
Okay.
cheeky Wavelength, and then we can slow things down and start to wrap up with some code names.
Sounds good. Sounds good. 7 new cards. Starting from the top, the score to beat is now 19. It's your tricky one to beat. Yo, Max sent a heart me. Mitch sent a heart me. Thank you so much. Ode names.
At least another hour. Corey doesn't have to see his parole officer until later. I assure you, my parole officer is already watching.
Wow. All right. Well, speaking of Corey's parole officer watching, Corey's gonna have to answer normal thing to own, weird thing to own.
Gulp.
Gulp. Do you want to put 19 to the previous score? Now we'll mix it up. Can we beat 19? That is the question. Country Mozart sent 4 squirrels. Thank you, Country Mozart.
We count those.
But yeah, they may not have monetary value, but they do have spherical value. Oh, good night. Good night. Have a nice night. Thank you for staying up to watch us. That's a lot of corn. Yes, Mitch. The tally has not stopped, but they have sent over 250 corn. The card is going to be normal thing to own, weird thing to own. Dr. Cillier sent 3 squirrels. Thank you so much. Lauren sent 5 squirrels in YouTube chat. All right, normal thing to own, weird thing to own. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. The corn count is still going. Thank you so much, Mitch. Okay, all right, normal thing to own, weird thing to own. Closing it up. Corey, you may look. First one from A and least the star, knife sharpener.
Knife sharpener. That's a normal thing to own. We've been over this. Knife sharpeners are great. They're fantastic. Now, I personally think knife sharpener is like here, but because of you, I'll put it more like there.
Ooh, Tay's Book Talk says a garden gnome.
Garden gnome. Again, it's just a regular lawn decoration, but it's a little unique, a little eccentric, I think.
And then final one from Snowfia, harmonica.
I got a harmonica. I got 2 actually, sitting at home. So that's pretty normal to me. Again, these are a little eccentric, little out there things. They're not, except for the knife sharpener, of course. But the garden gnome, the harmonica, it's a little eccentric, a little out there. So I think it's on the normal thing to own. My parole officer can sleep easy tonight knowing that these things are fine.
Friend of Yeshua says 3 non-working automobiles.
Hey now!
That might be a targeted comment.
Pretty normal. I'm going to go right there.
Everybody has at least 4.
As the corns come in like crazy.
Friend of Yeshua, I hate to inform you that there are definitely more than that non-working automobiles in front of this house. All right. Holy moly, the corn count has been going the entire round. Thank you so much, Mitch. Let's see it. Normal thing to own, weird thing to own. Honorable mention, Dr. Cillier said pictures of Corey's feet.
Wait, hold on.
That is a slightly normal thing to own.
Now, hold on. Who's got those? All right, I'm charging for those.
Are we adding those to the Patreon anytime
I'm gonna
soon?
copyright strike some people if they got them, because I'm charging those. I'm charging. I ain't going out for free.
Normal thing to own, weird thing to own. That is a 3. Very nice. 800 corn on my screen, says he now. Holy moly, Mitch sent 1,001 corn.
1,001.
Holy moly, thank you so much, Mitch. It is corn, indeed.
No one could ever say it is not corn.
And user sent 3 heart puffs. Thank you so much. All right, that is on the board for our first round. 6 cards remaining. Bella sent a cheese.
Yeah. Love me some cheese. Cheese is great.
It is.
No complaints. Hey, got no complaints about cheese.
One complaint.
What's that?
No cheese currently in front of me.
You're so right.
Unhealthy to healthy. Do you want to add the 3 to the board?
Yeah, I can. I absolutely can. I absolutely will, as a matter of fact. Make sure we have some points on this board.
Oh no, Car Clean's comment hasn't loaded in yet. You might need to refresh the browser, guys.
Let's see what we got. Unhealthy to healthy. Bam! Unhealthy, healthy. That is where the blue 4 is. What's up, Tom? Welcome in. What do you guys got? I made a cheese with Mary's goat milk. Oh, there's a whole barter system going on.
They're trading.
They're trading. They're making, oh my god, they're making technological advancements in the YouTube chat. Let's see what we got. I'm seeing some good ones come in. I am going to close up the board. Mark, you can look. First one, I'm going to give you wheat bread.
What?
Wheat bread.
Oh, okay.
Wheat.
It means bread. It's not super healthy, but I think the wheat makes it a little healthy, right? Isn't that what everyone says? The wheat makes it healthy.
Wheat makes it healthy.
I think bread's pretty middling.
Let's go with... Let me scroll up. I saw some good ones that flew by way too fast. Way too fast. Way too fast. Zooming by. Yeah, let's go with basketball.
Basketball?
Basketball.
There's no crying in basketball.
That's not how it goes.
Here's the sequel. How do I rate basketball on healthy to healthy? Well, it's definitely on the healthy side. But, like, say LeBron shows up and, like, picks you up and dunks you.
GOAT?
The GOAT. I'd say that's pretty healthy, but there's a risk of injury, so maybe that's why I'm not putting it all the way. I mean, that's a sport. That's a super healthy thing to do, but there's a risk of injury. So maybe the wheat makes it super healthy.
And let's see the very last one. I'm going to go with, say, flavored water.
Okay, back to more middling. And water's healthy, it hydrates you. The flavor removes something, though.
What's it remove?
The health.
It's hiding it. It's masking the healthiness from you.
Sorry, watch. Mary sent a foot to Dr. Rasilier in YouTube chat.
Kate Holmes sent 200,065 squirrels.
Oh
my god, the squirrel count's going crazy in YouTube.
Unhealthy, healthy. I'm locked in right there.
Unhealthy to healthy. Thought this was Rhett and Link. Lol, why did I think this was Rhett and Link? No, they're the stunt doubles. That's why.
Yes.
Unhealthy to healthy.
You fool. You found their stunt doubles.
And...
Woo! Let's go. That is a 4. Very nice. Very nice. I disagree with this placement. I think basketball is pretty darn healthy.
I think so too. I think my logic behind that is, well, it's healthy. It's a sport. Sports have some risk of injury in that, which is actively not good for your health. But I think there are plenty more healthy things. It was just like on the spectrum. I think we could go further.
That is fair.
Much like
Yo,
Goku.
Anita sent 7 TikToks. Bunny May sent 2 squirrels. Thank you so much. Mint sent 5 squirrels. Speech. Indeed. So in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. Corey's updating the score to say 6. That is not a mistake. That is correct.
I can't count.
Why is a 4 only worth 3? Well, instead, the benefits is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game. We would have been at 4 cards remaining, but because it's 4, worth 3 points, we're at 5 cards remaining.
Oh man, you're adding another card to the stack? In response.
My husband gets itchy every time he plays basketball. You should stop him from playing basketball, is my recommendation. All right. Our next card is going to be, We'll do bad investment, good investment. That'll be our next card.
All right, let's see what we got. What's up, Haley? Welcome in. How's it going? Long time indeed.
Yo, Anita sent 10 heart puffs. Mitch sent its corn. Thank you so much. Holy crap, Cade Holmes is maxing out the squirrel count number. We're gonna have to go into like different notations to get the squirrel counter any higher.
See, it's funny, TikTok is giving us like really cool gifts, Mitch out there with the 1002 corns. Meanwhile, YouTube is developing their own animal-based trading economy. Which is really cool to see develop in real time.
I found a crayon, can I eat it? Sure, Bella. All right, this 4 right here is what we're aiming for. The card is bad investment, good investment. Okay, all right. This is an interesting one. Bad investment, good investment. Setting down the board, closing it up. Corey, you may look. 10 to the power of 1,000,000 squirrels, says Lauren. Holy. Bad investment, good investment. Okay, here's an interesting one. A savings account.
It's a good investment. That's you're saving money. That's what you want to do. That's the end goal, is to save money.
Interesting one from Christmas. Movie theater popcorn.
I have a lot to say about that one. Let me finish what I want to say about savings account, all right? It's a good investment. That being said, it's not really making you crazy money, so it's not really an investment, more so that you're just saving money. So it's not like maxed out or anything like that, but it's definitely good. You want to be doing that. Movie theater popcorn, listen, if I am going to a movie, God is my witness, I am chowing down on as much popcorn as I can, and if I'm not, then just, you know what? I'm not going to the movie. If they don't have popcorn at that movie, I don't want to be there. That's what I live for.
Final one from Jeremy in YouTube chat. Enough lottery tickets to statistically win at least once.
So that's a bad investment, because in order to buy enough lottery tickets for that to be the case, you're going to probably have spent more than the winnings.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because there's an entire movie about where that's not the case and how what happens and the ramifications of it.
Well, I mean, if we get into the skill of playing the game.
It really all depends on how you scratch off that thing with the quarter. Depending on whether or not you
if
win.
you're just doing a shotgun method, maybe, but I have strategies.
Alright, with all that being said, I think all that evens out to kind of just a slightly good investment. Lottery tickets withstanding.
Enough lottery tickets to statistically win at least once.
Again, I think you're going to spend more than you make in that case.
Movie theater popcorn, or getting popcorn at the movies, and savings account.
Also, I'm taking it back. Statistically winning at least once does not guarantee that you're going to win. So there is still a chance you go bankrupt in doing this.
Yo, holy moly!
Look at that! I'm a cowboy, man!
Holy crap!
Cowboy.
Wait, that is so many hat and mustaches.
Yo, we're wearing it forever.
We're just permanently wearing a hat and mustache. Yo! Holy crap, thank you so much, Mitch. I don't even know how many hat and mustaches that is. I saw them commenting earlier saying, yeah, I just like being the top donator. And yeah, I think they're pretty cemented. Hold on.
Should I grow a mustache? It kind of looks good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's killer.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
I'm making him awesome.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I believe that is 31 hat and mustaches. It is still going. We are permanently going to look like this for the rest of stream.
YouTube chat imagining the concept of hat and
Holy
mustache.
oh.
YouTube chat, imagine we have a really cool hat and mustache, because we do.
I forgot YouTube chat cannot see this.
Cowboy!
Look how big the hat is if I get close. Wow.
Crazy. Oh, look, we can see what YouTube chat looks like over there.
Mark really is ret now. Cowboy stream.
Cowboy.
Indeed.
Yeehaw.
Let's see how Corey did. Bad investment, good investment. Woo! Okay, not bad. Slightly a bad investment. It is actually permanently a hat and mustache on us right now. That is absolutely wild. I do believe, I'll say that's touching. That is a 3. That is a 3, just barely touching. And Haley sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Haley. If we all chip in, we can make every stream a cowboy stream.
Dude, I'd come here, do a little cowboy roleplay. Yeehaw.
Lottery tickets are statistically a maxed out bad investment. Look, I mean, if you're playing it wrong, sure.
Come on, man. Well, how much is that? 2, 3, 4? We hit it. We did it.
It was a 3. I'm rolling it as a 3.
We did it. We won.
31 hat and mustaches, good investment, bad investment. I think I may be a little biased, but I do think that is a good investment because it gives you the cowboy stream.
Cowboy, why do you look like a cowboy?
No, finish it. How's the joke go?
I don't think I want to now.
5 cards remaining. 5 cards remaining. Mitch, thank you again so much.
Thank you, Mitch. Oh, we can have our corporate pizza party now. Yeah.
Oh, perfect time for this card to come up. Bad gift, good gift.
Bad gift, good gift, maxed out good gift, 30-some hand mustaches.
31 cowboy hats.
Cowboy. All right, let's see what we got. Bad gift, good gift.
Gambling's always a bad investment if you're a quitter. You're turning around, the diamonds are right in front of you. Mine a little bit further.
I hate that stupid fucking meme has done irreversible damage to the human psyche. Bad gift, good gift. Bad gift, good gift. That's the blue 4. Chat, give me some clues to get Mark to guess where that blue 4 is hiding on our spectrum. You can see it. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Give us some clues. I'm gonna close up the board. Mark, you can look. The very first one I'm gonna send you. 31 hat and mustaches.
That is a maxed out good gift. That is the best gift I could ever receive.
Last but not least, or another one, 1,002 horns.
That's maxed out good gift. Let's see, tattoos. Oh, good to see you. I thought Spanish were saying goodnight to Mary. I thought they were leaving.
And last but not least, Darius, you only have to say it one time. Please do not spam. Last but not least, let's bring it home. Let's bring it all the way home. Squirrel Army.
Squirrel Army! Yes, maxed out good gift. A few thousand, actually many more than that, squirrels. Few tens of thousands of squirrels.
Few tens of thousands of squirrels. We bring it all the way around with the meta answer to celebrate.
We love Squirrel Army, indeed. Maxed out good gift. Let's see it.
Yeah!
Woo! Let's go! That is a 4. Very nice.
We love Squirrel Armies here.
Bad gift, good gift. Enough lottery tickets to statistically win at least once.
And Mark, lastly, you get to give one good gift, which is the speech.
The gift of this 4 speech. Wow. Well, in this game mode, a 4 is not worth 4 points. No, it's worth 3 points. Why is that the case? Well, instead, the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 4 cards remaining, but because this 4 worth 3 points, we're instead at 5 cards remaining. Very nice. A sent 3 squirrels, Bunny May sent a squirrel, Evelyn sent a heart me, and Ashton sent 10 squirrels. They have been enlisted into the Squirrel Army and will be serving their tour. Thank you so much.
The Great Acorn War. We're getting there, a set of them there.
The gift is the friends we made along the way. Yes. 5 cards left. We are at 12. The score to beat is 19. I think we can do it. I think we can do it.
The gift of the friends we made along the way. Bella, did you keep the receipt?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Dr. Cillier sent a squirrel army, a small squirrel army. Bunny May sent a squirrel. Thank you so much. Dr. Cillier said I was allowed to not like count them up or just say squirrel army, so I've been doing that.
That's cute, man.
Dr. Cillier send individually instead of like grouped together. Taste bad, taste good.
We are the 2 worst people to answer this question. We are the 2 single worst people to put an opinion on this spectrum here.
4 is not visible. Mixing it up again. Dr. Cillier is adding even more squirrels to the squirrel army. Thank you so much, Dr. Cillier.
Squirrel.
Card is taste bad, taste good. Yes, keep in mind Corey hates Thanksgiving food.
It's true.
Keep that in mind.
Had some good Easter ham yesterday, though. Ham.
Steamed ham. Taste bad, taste good. This is an interesting one. All right, I'm setting down the board, closing it up. Corey, you may look.
Man.
Okay. All right, let's see. Here is Kelsey Weasel in YouTube chat says cheese and crackers.
Love me some cheese and crackers. It's a really good snack. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but if I see a little charcuterie board sitting out with some cheese and crackers on it, I'll do the classic, don't mind if I do, and grab me some cheese and crackers.
Boston says eggs. Yo, holy moly, Bunny May just became a 2-month subscriber. Thank you so much, Bunny May.
They fried her.
they fried Bunny May. Oh no! As everyone knows, when you get to the 2-month mark, the red meat next to your name gets fried and becomes a fried shrimp. Holy crap! Mitch is sending a lot more gifts. 6 hearts, 6 Rosa, 3 donuts, 3 hand hearts, 2 hearts, a corgi, a money gun, and 5 TJ glasses. Whoa!
Mitch going crazy on the gifts today. Thank you so much.
There's stuff on my face. Holy moly,
Whoa.
This is like the DJ thing.
Dude, you're partying.
I know, I'm partying. Thank you so much, Mitch. 5 DJ glasses. W Mitch indeed.
W Mitch.
Holy moly. Okay, sorry, the hints I gave were eggs. Cheese on crackers.
Cheese on crackers.
And let's see, final one. Previously frozen nuggets. So frozen nuggets that have been cooked.
Okay, so these are like barely taste good. frozen, like previously frozen nuggets, like they've already been cooked once. It's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll eat it. It's like, all right, I guess, but it's not really what I want. Cheese and crackers, you know, I'll do the little classic, ooh, don't mind if I do, if I see it sitting out. But again, not my favorite. Ooh.
Howard Hamlin, the type of guy to do finger wigglies while walking up to donuts that Jimmy laced with laxatives.
You can't, that's like, you can't make that joke. You haven't seen the show. That's like me making a Squid Games reference.
Squid!
And then what was the last one? Egg?
Egg.
Egg's pretty basic, egg's pretty plain, but egg is good. I'm locked in.
Locked in right there. All these gifts the same day we talked about feet. Coincidence?
I think so.
Tastes bad, tastes good. Woo! Very nice. That is a 3.
Hey.
That is a solid 3. Great hints all around. I did see in TikTok chat, who was it? Stanley saying children's tears. That's a very subjective one.
I feel like I'm gonna put that on the not tasty side. I feel like I don't want to be near that.
Chicanery mentioned. Yo!
Whoa!
Mitch just sent a galaxy. Holy moly! And a whale diving.
That whale's jumping through a freaking hoop, dude. That whale's doing tricks and shit on it. That's crazy.
YouTube chat, you're gonna have to do your best to imagine this, but things are getting wild over here.
YouTube chat, if you think about it, me and Mark are just going crazy.
Thank you so much, Mitch. Imagine a YouTube chatter goes over to TikTok and sees we're not live over there.
Whoa!
We're making all this up.
We accidentally just took some like hallucinogenics and hit go live on YouTube by accident.
We're pretending to be really popular over on TikTok and like, oh, so many gifts and support.
Whoa!
Holy
damn!
11K coins gifted from Mitch. Thank you so much. Mitch has money. Indeed.
Mitch, more like cool. That's what I say.
This is a custom card submitted to us by XXH_KXX in our Discord. Link in bio if you want to submit your own cards.
Link in bio.
Good gift for a partner, bad gift for a partner. Jicking Jackie. Lisa sent a universe. Says Lisa Star on YouTube sending a universe emoji. And Cark Lane sending some whale emojis. Amazing. Corey, it's your time to spin up the board.
Woo! Good gift for partner, bad gift for partner.
Down to 4 cards remaining.
This one says I run construction sites. That's pretty sick.
Oh, very cool.
Good gift for partner, bad gift for partner. Let's see what we got. Bam. Good gift for partner, bad gift for partner. That is where the blue 4 is. It says, are you hiring? Asking the real questions. Good gift, bad gift. That's where the blue 4 is. I am going to close up the board. Mark, you can look. First one I'm gonna give you, deodorant. Deodorant.
Okay, this is for a partner specifically, and this is a gift. So that is bad. That has some connotations. It's like getting someone a Peloton bike.
That Peloton commercial is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm of the opinion if somebody got me a Peloton bike, am I pronouncing that right? I don't care.
Yeah, you got it.
I would be like, cool, this is expensive. I would not interpret it as they think I'm, unhealthy and need to do better in life. But, that might just be because it's expensive. Deodorant, that's a very bad gift.
Let's go with, and I like that one, let's go with an IOU.
At least they remembered. They remembered that they forgot to get you a gift. Board Ghost is making some noises back there. I think it's a bad, I'll go a little bit further, even bad gift for a partner. It's not, bullet to the liver, but I think it's a pretty bad gift.
Last but not least, let's go with our own mod, Spaghetti Supreme. Old jorts.
Old jorts. I mean, that takes me up a little bit. Use jorts from a lover, That could be.
Yeah, there was some loving done in those jorts, that's for sure.
That'll take me up just a hair, saving room for the dirty jorts.
The family shorts. They've been passed down lineage after lineage. My father in the 80s wore these jorts, and now they're yours,
Or
son.
these jorts to the mines. Or these jorts in the shipping yards. Alright. Good give her partner, bad give her partner. Let's see how we did. God damn. Should have picked it up more for the used jorts.
These jorts, because they kind of slay. You know, they're kind of sick. They're kind of awesome. They're legacy jorts.
Ye old family jorts.
The ye old family jorts.
That is a 3. Very nice. These were my father's jeans. We are down to 3 cards remaining with a score of 18. We are definitely on track to beat 19. Very nice. I mean, they're broken in. To not know the things these jorts have seen. I can't believe you expect me to take it up that much.
For the jorts, dude! They sick! They're making a comeback,
jorts.
just you watch.
They got passed down for a reason. You know, if they held up that long, they must be some really nice jorts.
They won't shrink.
Scary when you can't see it, scary when you can see it is going to be the next card.
Alright, let's see what we got.
I need a podcast from you guys. You know, my family doesn't really know what this is, and they often refer to it as our podcast.
It kind of is in a way. We're essentially just shooting the shit for 3 hours while we play board games.
Yes, and I'm like, well, as long as they remember what we do, not necessarily the name of it. Scary when you can't see it, scary when you can see it. Or scary when you see it, more specifically. That 4 right there is what we are aiming for. This is an interesting one. Scary when you can't see it, scary when you can see it. Okay, all right. I like these, I like these. I'm closing it up. Corey, you may look. Ooh, here's a good one from GH Chica. Spiders in your bedroom.
Okay, so that's definitely scary when you see it, because I'm arachnophobic, and if I see a spider, I'm flipping out, man. I'm going cuckoo bananas. I'm burning the house down, coming out. They're gonna get me on an arson charge, lock me up, but at least I'll be away from the spiders. So who's the real winner in that scenario? This guy!
Jacuzo says electricity bill.
That's way scarier when you see it. Especially when we do our big charity events once a year. Look at the electricity bill, post that. Ooh. Terrifying.
And, okay, this is a very interesting one from Andy. Fire.
Cause that one ticks me up a little bit. Because if you can see the fire, you know where to avoid. It's not that scary. If you can't see the fire and you don't know where the fire is, that's bad.
Or NASA's invisible fire. Do you know about that? So there are certain fires that will burn completely translucent, like completely translucent. You cannot see it. And NASA had one of these fires at one point in one of their labs, and it is so bad that it's like you'll be walking, and then all of a sudden you ignite in flames because you've walked into an active fire without realizing it.
Combustion.
So do you know how these NASA scientists combated it?
They probably just threw something in the room and saw if it caught fire.
Very close. They walked around with a broom. And if the broom lit on fire, they went, not this way.
Hey, stay away from there, stay away from there.
Oh, here we go. Methanol fires. Yes, thank you, Bookworm.
Yeah, I think it's pretty scary if you can see it, but the fire ticks me up a good bit. That's terrifying. That is terrifying. So do I want to put it on the other side? No, the electric bill.
That's science, indeed.
Nah, the electric bill and the spiders are more scary when I see them. But because of that, I think it's a lot more middling. I'm gonna put it like there.
Locked in right there. Scary when you can't see it. Scary when you can see it. Let's see. Woo! It was a middling one. It was a middling one. That's a 2. That's a 2. I've been generous with the placements today. That one's definitely a 2, though.
Guy.
Very nice. We are down to 2 cards remaining. Light switch in a scary room. What is a scary room?
It's whatever room you're in, I think.
Oh yes, this here is the scary room.
To the left, the kitchenette. To the right, the scary room.
Alrighty, our next card is going to be, looks like a person, doesn't look like a person. We got 2 cards remaining. Oh, I'm sending the dollar for this one. Mitch says that was a hard spot. Indeed. Indeed. That was a tough one.
We still got points out
Yeah,
of it, though.
still got points. It was good. Fire was a good hint. It kind of saved us.
It did. Fire brought it back. All right. Looks like a person, doesn't look like a person. Obviously, we prefer if you don't name real people.
Well, sometimes it's a little funny.
Sometimes it's a little funny. Sometimes you need to if it's all the way on the looks like a person side very far. All right. It looks like a person, doesn't look like a person. Bam! Looks like a person, doesn't look like a person. That's a blue 4 right there. Give me some clues. I can give the mark. I want 3 of them from either YouTube or TikTok. Let's see what you got. All right, I am going to close up the board. Mark, you can look. With
Yo, Yakuza sent to let them cook. Thank you so much.
let's go with the statue.
Okay. It's statue. You didn't specifically say a statue of. Well, I guess statue is.
Yeah, I mean statue of a
Sorry.
person.
I was thinking sculpture still. Yeah, that looks a lot like a person. It looks a lot like a person, but you would never, quote unquote, never mistake it for a person. You want to go, oh, that guy over there, and it's, you know, Teddy Roosevelt on a horse.
I'll go, your reflection.
Your reflection. Once again, that one you could actually mistake for a person. You're like, that person there.
That's a person!
But it's just you. That's pretty far. It looks like a person.
And the last one, I didn't want to read this one at first, but then Mitch gave a very compelling argument of why this is a good hint, so I'm going to go with it, and I'll explain it afterwards, in case you don't think of it. Mark and Corey.
Mark and Corey. You see, I was actually thinking, well, how would I respond if somebody said that? And I decided doesn't look like a person, because Mark and Corey look like a people.
Oh.
Yes. They look like a people, not a person.
Okay. Big English guy over here.
Yeah, James English. I'm gonna say this is pretty maxed out, looks like a person. I mean, yeah. I don't know how to interpret Mark and Corey.
Mark and Corey.
If you like average out the features, it's a real John Doe.
Are you locked in?
Yeah.
Well, like, because Mitchman's explained, you know, we are persons, but you gotta tick it up slightly, because we kind of look like Rhett and Link, but we don't really.
Who notably aren't people.
Notably aren't people. Well, it looks like a person, right? Us, we kind of look like another person.
Oh.
That's the vibe.
That is a 3. I ticked it up too much. I didn't think I looked like a person enough.
Didn't give yourself enough credit, man.
Yeah.
Leave room for Tarantino, don't forget.
Save room for Tarantino.
2 feet.
All right, we are now at 23.
Wow!
Holy moly. 1 card remaining. Last card. What will it be? We are going to do Nobody Does It, Everybody Does It.
Nobody does it, everybody does it.
Last card for this game, we will do code names afterwards.
Yippee!
Where's the clue? I missed it. Have not revealed it yet. Leave room for Tarantino.
I think they're talking about previous rounds.
Yo, Yakuza sent a dolphin and a cap. Thank you so much. Yes, there's Reflection, Statue, and Mark and Corey for the previous round. Thank you. This 4 right here is what we were aiming for. Just finished making dinner. Ooh, did it turn out well, Mary? Nobody does it, everybody does it. This one is a thinker. Many thoughts going on with this one. Nobody does it, everybody does it. This 4 right here is the target, giving Corey a clue. All right. Setting down the board, closing it up. Corey, you may look. It did not turn out well.
Oh no!
I'm sorry to hear. I just put a cake in the oven. Ooh, what kind of cake? Nobody does it, everybody does it. Let's see. Okay, here's a good one from Ray. Detail clean their car.
Detail clean? Nobody really does the detail cleaning. Everybody cleans their car. Mine really needs it right now.
Abby says floss.
Floss. It's like just barely on the nobody does it side. Like, floss is a very common thing, but the meme about, you know, dentists making your gum bleeds because you don't floss wouldn't be a thing if more people floss, you know? So it's definitely on the nobody does it side, but just slightly. Just slightly.
Lemon blueberry cake. Ooh, that is very nice. Let's see. I'm not gonna read Mitch's.
That's a good one though.
Yeah.
I don't know what placement is, but I like what they're saying.
Final one. Eat sushi with a fork.
All right, that's gonna push me further down to the nobody does it side. All right, I think if you eat sushi with, I don't eat sushi, so I guess I don't have much of a dog in this race. But I think if you eat sushi with a fork, you are psycho. You need to have your utensils taken away from yourself because you are a danger to yourself with those utensils.
I had sushi yesterday. I did eat it with chopsticks. You should be proud.
I am proud of you. That's very good. That's very good. So because of that, I'm going to take it a little further down and then nobody does it. But unfortunately, man, way too many people eat sushi with a fork, I think. Take it down a little bit more. Right there.
Our mod says, if I give you Mark's address, can you ship us some cake?
Don't dox us.
That is what it takes for our mod to give out my home address.
Blueberry lemon cakes.
Possibly some blueberry lemon
We
cake.
can just buy you blueberry lemon cake.
Yo, Dr. Cillier sent an army of squirrels, and Bunny May sent a squirrel as well. Thank you so much. Nobody does it, everybody does it. Let's see how we did. Honorable mention from Mitch. Pay their fair share in taxes. I think a lot of people do that. I think there's a select percentage of people who don't. Woo! Let's go! Some cake, LMFAO. Yep, that's what our mods betrayed me for. That is a 4! Very nice!
All right, we gotta keep track. In order to pay our mods, they don't dox us, we need to get them fruit pizza and blueberry lemon cake.
Mary says, you can eat sushi with chopsticks, fingers, or no hands. Eat it off a naked body. Thanks for slipping that last one in, Mary.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a common thing?
Yeah, I like that one.
They didn't have that option at the restaurant I was at yesterday.
Well, you didn't tip the waiter enough.
Speech. All right, yeah, let's get to the 4 speech. Well, we get scored a 4. In this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. That 26 is not a mistake. That is what the score is supposed to be. Why is it only worth 3? Well, instead, the benefit is we take a card and we add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 0 cards remaining, 0, out of cards, game over. But because there's 4, worth 3 points, we still have 1 card. Very nice.
1 card remaining. Dawn of the final card.
You need to know the password for naked sushi.
That's true, yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
You didn't say the right key phrase. Did you put in a Konami code before you placed your order?
No. We're gonna do Better Alone, Better With Someone. This is a custom card submitted to us by Dr. Facilier in our Discord. If you want to have your own custom cards be added to the Discord, feel free to join, link in bio. Also, if you're not currently following and you're liking the content, please do consider giving us a follow. It really does help out the channel.
Oh yeah. Better alone, better with someone eating sushi. I think so.
I don't know where to set that one.
Better with someone. Let's see.
If you're eating it off a naked body alone, that's just like embarrassing.
Blue force not visible. All right, better alone, better with someone. Mitch says I'm already following. Mitch, I would hope so. You know, obviously we're not owed anything, but I feel like for your sake, for your investment, I would hope you'd be followed at this point. Let's see what we got. I see some good clues coming in.
Mary says you can DoorDash naked sushi.
What the fuck?
You can look now.
But you're some poor DoorDash driver, you're like, yeah.
Naked sushi.
Don't get paid enough for this job. Some
This is prostitution.
DoorDash, you know, they got McDonald's on one side, sushi in the other. It's like, I'll do the McDonald's first. I'm gonna have to strip down and let the customer, who's always right.
DoorDash driver does it naked. Just deliver it naked.
Oh, wrong house, next door over. Okay. Waddle away.
Just paid enough for this shit.
Dinner date.
Dinner date. Better alone, more food. Get to eat their share too. It's better with someone. It's very much better with someone. Probably maxed out. You can't really do a dinner date alone. I'll take it up a little bit.
Hide and seek.
Hide and seek. I win when I do it alone. They never find me. I'll say better with someone. Pretty maxed out. Pretty darn maxed out.
Last but not least, birthday party. Yours.
I'll say it's maxed out better with someone. Please show up. Please come.
Do not come.
Do not come.
Do not come.
We're gonna come. Better alone, better with someone. I'm maxing it out. Let's see how we did. Woo! Is that a 4? Or do I have to leave space for Tarantino?
You had to leave a little space for Tarantino.
No!
You always leave a few feet for Tarantino, man.
Oh, wait. It's like Santa. You leave out a few feet for
It's a
Tarantino.
little treat. A little treat. He's good. Every Christmas when I go to bed, I leave out a bunch of Polaroids of various feet I found throughout the year. Put it right there.
Leave out the milk and cookies for Santa and toes sticking out the blanket for Tarantino. All right, well, that's a 3. That's a 3. That means our
They travel together? Like,
That's true.
it's easier to break into people's houses if you're following Santa. Like he sets the path for you. That's a 29. Wow, that's a really good score. We definitely beat previous round score of 19. Beat it by 10.
Bang.
Holy moly. It is time for the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook and flip to the back where the creators tell us how we did based off that score. For scoring a 29, we are actually off the chart. This chart goes to 25 plus. We are maxed out. The message we get for scoring a 29 is head exploding emoji, head exploding emoji, head exploding emoji.
3 JFK.
3 JFKs. Woo! Very nice.
Hell yeah.
Triple JFK indeed. Why is it called wavelength if there are no waves or lengths?
Good question.
It's a good
They don't
point.
want you to know. They don't want you to know.
Yeah, yep. It should be called Clue and Board.
It actually should be called dog shit opinions from hosts.
Ah, yes, yes. Well, speaking of, no more dog shit opinions will be given
Yeah.
when we play Codenames.
Yeah. You want to put this down here? You got it.
Sure. You know, we can try it. Do you want to do YouTube versus TikTok?
I'm fine with that. I do have to take a bit of a potty break. If you won't
Okay,
mind.
all right. Well, I'll explain the rules and reset the board. Bunny May sent a heart me. Thank you so much. There's the lengths, you just can't see them. Don't leave us. He'll be back. Y'all are super funny. Oh, I appreciate that. Well, we are going to be moving on to Codenames. Very nice. We are going to do TikTok versus YouTube. Very nice. Who wants to claim Corey? Whoever says it first gets to claim Corey for being the team leader for them. Is it TikTok versus YouTube? Indeed. Cheeky little game of Clue and Board with lads. Us. All right, TikTok said it first. Hayden says, I want Mark. Wonderful. So, YouTube will be over here. And then TikTok. Let's see. Can I do YT? No, I'll spell out YouTube. I'll spell out the whole thing. Might as well. Okay. I will get to explaining the rules. Y-O-U. Yes, please, Board Ghost. That will be a better outcome for everybody. All right, I'm going to explain the rules. We are doing TikTok versus YouTube Codenames. Yo, Sherry sent a Dizzy Bird. Thank you so much. Feels weird requesting Mark instead of Corey. Don't snitch. Tell Corey I made a fuss. Will do. He definitely cannot hear me from here. We call Mark next round then. All right, wonderful. Might move to YouTube. Well, how do you play this game? There are 25 words laid out on the board. It is going to be your job to try to discover which ones belong to the blue team. Let's see, hold on. They're all blue right now, so I'm actually going to, real quick, change this board. Hold on. Doing some technical behind the scenes stuff. All right, this will be the example boards. I have actual colors. So, 25 words laid out. Some belong to the blue team. Some belong to the evil, no good red team. Some of them are just general misses, and one card on this board is the horrible, no good assassin, which immediately ends the game. Yo, Sherry sent a second Dizzy Bird. Thank you so much. But how do you figure out which are which? Like I said, your objective is to discover the blue ones. Well, your team leader, your spy master, is going to be giving you one-word hints to connect some of these words on the board. So, just for instance, if somebody said fire for 3, that means there are 3 words on this board that are connected somehow to the hint fire. So you might be looking at coal. You might guess coal because, you know, coal is used in fire, and that would be correct. Or you might say cold because you would make a fire when it's cold. You could see that connection there. But also you might be going, well, fire is not similar to lasers. Maybe it's laser, and that would be a miss. Basically, you keep on getting guesses until you guess a miss. Also, yes, I did misspeak a little bit. I said you're trying to find the blue ones. You're actually trying to find your teams. So some people will be looking for the blue ones. Some people will be looking for the red ones. I immediately forgot that we're playing competitive this time. So both red and blue are good. They're just for different chats. It's depending on what team you're on. We give you one-word hints. You guys try to decipher them. And we are going to be electing a team leader from both YouTube and TikTok. The team leader's goal will be to have final say in which ones are selected and in what order we are choosing them. So it's a big responsibility. Please make sure if you volunteer to be team leader that you are able to stay for the duration of the game, expected to be about 30 minutes. So Red can't comment on TikTok. Well, here's the thing. You can comment anywhere. You can sneak into the other team's chat and give bad suggestions because it's ultimately up to the team leader. OMG, can I be team leader? Mitch says I volunteer. A says no I. Mitch, I think you have thoroughly earned the opportunity to be team leader for TikTok. Yes. So Mitch will be TikTok's team leader, and YouTube.
I nominate Corey. Now, the thing about that is, that's not possible.
I nominate whoever chats after me. All right, lots of nominations, but no volunteers.
What if nobody ever chats again in YouTube? Ever again?
That would stink. Corey Wilson says me. Sure. If you want to volunteer.
Another Corey's come out of the woodwork.
Oh crap! Oh yeah, nominate Corey. Me? Yes. All right. So, Corey, if you think no, JK, fair enough. OMG, there's another Corey. We do actually need a volunteer in YouTube in order for it to work. So, Corey, not in our house. Mitch, don't mess up. There is a little bit of pressure, but don't worry. The blame is never on you as the team leader. The blame is always on the spy masters who give the horrible, no good hints.
Awful, no good, very bad, stupid hints.
Country Mozart says I'll do it. Wonderful. Country Mozart will be the team leader for YouTube. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's see. I am ready to generate another board.
You know what's funny too? First off, I washed my hands. Chat was asking. I need to confirm. I did wash my hands. You don't have like a towel on the towel rack in there.
No shit.
So first off, struggle number 1. Struggle number 2. I was in the bathroom, and this is what I hear. All right, I'm minding my own freaking business. I hear in the bathroom. Don't tell Corey. Don't worry, he definitely can't hear me from here. So
you actually didn't hear.
So second off, that's fucked up.
Okay,
right.
I thought you could hear me the whole time. I just want you to know, Country Mozart was begging and pleading to have you as the YouTube team leader, and I stepped him down and said, nope, I'm doing it. So. All right, I am going to generate a new board for us. This is the board that we are going to be actually playing with. Let me preemptively prep this. Okay, I'm going to do something a little bit interesting. Let's see, ultimate board overwrite. Coolio. All right. You are going to be blue, I'm going to be red. I'm going to grab this board.
Me and Mitch against the world.
Corey, this is the board that we were playing with.
Swag.
YouTube versus TikTok. Yes, our team leaders up there. Country Mozart versus Mitch. First to 9 is going to be the winner.
Well, first,
yeah.
8 or 9, depends. Who's going first here?
Blue is going first. So Corey is going to go first with TikTok chat.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, you go first.
What the hell?
1, 9 2, reds.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I'm going first. YouTube chat, we're going first.
This guy can't count. Can't count.
Does that say Protestant? Is that what that one says? Okay.
Probably. You got some wild ones in here, man.
Yeah.
You got some wild ones in here.
All right, my turn to think of a clue. YouTube, we are locking in. I'm gonna give you nothing but great hints.
Promises.
Country Mozart, we're gonna win this one. Red is going first.
Will there be a second round? It depends on how long this one takes.
Yes.
It all depends. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. It's not about the second round. It's about the journey to the second round. Corey, we need to redeem ourselves. I promise you, we probably will. And that's a strong probably. Mint believes in us. Is salmon the new ham? We got salmon on this board somewhere. Oh, I thought hockey said jockey for a second. I was so excited. Is jockey in the word list? Can we hit an organic chicken jockey on board?
Let's see.
We got ham and turkey. We have a whole sub over here, dude. That's crazy.
All right, my hint is going to be our first hint of this round. YouTube chat, it's going to be your job to interpret this. My hint is going to be flammable for 3. Flammable for 3. We are trying to discover all of the red field agents. If you are in YouTube, TikTok, you know, you can spew your false hints.
They're false hints all over.
Car Clean says gasoline. Bella says hair. Bella says gasoline. Mystique says gasoline. All right, Country Mozart says lock in gasoline. All right, let's see it. That is correct.
Yeah.
Very nice. That is 1 out of our 9 red field agents discovered. Nice job. Nice job. Jeremy says Protestant. Flammable or inflammable? They mean the same thing. So, flammable.
That Protestant joke.
Lisa Star says rag. Bella says hair. Jeremy is just Protestant. TikTok sucks. Mary says pants when you lie. Okay, so a lot of these are flammable.
Liar, plants for hire, dude.
Yeah, that is how it goes. A lot of these are flammable. Maybe they're all correct. If you're not confident, you can go with a pass. Country Mozart says, I like that, Mary. The liar, pants on fire. Rag and hair are combustible, not flammable. Easy McStreets. That is an interesting point. Is Mary on the board because she is cooking? Toast because it's not bread. Flammable means it will explode.
Mark, breaking news, the Pope has died.
Yeah, that's why I made that joke earlier.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm just finding out about this.
Country Mozart says lock in hair.
No.
Country Mozart says lock in hair. Let's see it. Oh, that is a miss. Ending our turn, passing it over to the horrible, no good blue team. So keep in mind, you're still missing 2 on this board for flammable. You can keep that in mind for later hints. It is now to Corey. Hopefully he's been thinking up a good clue for you two.
I'm stuck on the Pope dying. I just found out. Somebody said it in chat. I just found out.
Yeah. He stood up JD Vance, spoke out against him, said, yeah, you know, God doesn't like what you're doing, then died.
Holy, he was smited by the Vance.
Yeah, which you know, kind of shows JD Vance might be taking people out.
I'll believe it. JD Pants.
You're next, Mark.
Yeah. You're gonna be next for speaking out the truth.
JD Vance killed the Pope. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Man, I think this is a tricky one. I think this is a tricky one.
Yeah, let me take a look at this board. What are the other ones going for? TikTok, YouTube, TikTok, Corey is currently thinking of a hint to give you guys. You guys are trying to discover the blue ones. You guys only have 8 to discover because you're going second. The disadvantage of going first is you have 9 on the board instead of instead of 8.
Don't say that, Corey. Listen.
The Pope went straight to God to tattle on Vance.
You had to go tell his boss.
I'm telling. Chat only, not Mark. Pants is at the top of the list right now. Pants and Rag says Mystique. They're still thinking of ones for flammable, for my hint.
Let's go diamond for 2.
Diamond for 2.
Diamond for 2. TikTok, feel free to give what you think. Mitch will be the final say.
Yeah, seeing a lot of gems.
Gem.
Field. Ooh. And that's interesting. Like a baseball diamond. A field.
Gem. Scanning for Mitch approval. I need the
Yes.
Mitch stamp of approval to lock in Gem.
Mark, do not share with the enemy.
That's
Mark, not you means don't. Okay, I understand. If it says not Mark, I won't read it.
Mitch says, show me Gem. Bang!
Woo! Very nice. That is 1 of the 8 blue field agents discovered. You can add a tally if you want.
Ooh, yes. I'm gonna keep my back turned. Let me know if Mitch says what I'm going next.
Wish, because everyone wishes for diamonds in Minecraft. You know, the great part about that canvas is you could have just, like, not added the Minecraft bit, because, like, people do still wish for diamonds in real life.
There are whole blood wars all over that. It's true.
Day, like a wedding day. Luck. Heart, diamond, club, and spade. Oh, interesting. Field is good. Luck. Also, if you're not confident, you could always pass. Field for sure.
You're telling me they made the water bucket from Minecraft into a real thing?
What's next? Chickens.
Go with heart, pocket maybe, pass. Says GH Chicka. Sounds like chicken.
That diamond is in good handwriting, Corey. Yeah, don't get used to a country mode. Sorry, you're not getting that from me.
This is what happens when I can have the board directly in front of me and write at a normal angle. I have nice handwriting.
Field. We are waiting for a final answer from Mitch.
Mitch says pass?
Okay. All right, going to pass.
And we are passing.
It moves over back to the red team now. You guys are still considering ones from my hint of flammable. You're missing 2. Let's see. What am I gonna go with next?
Man, there's some interesting ones on the board. You know, we don't have chicken jockey, but we do have turkey hockey.
Turkey hockey.
Turkey hockey. It's close enough. With Mitch passing, it is Mark's turn to give a clue to YouTube. So TikTok, keep mulling it over, all right? I've seen a wide range of answers here. So keep thinking about which one you like. Which one you like most. Which one's ringing out to you. For diamond. Then I'll try and get you another one. I'll try and get you a good, strong hint. One of the best hints ever. Period. You've never seen a better hint.
Interesting.
You've never seen such a great hint? You've never seen one? Let's see what we got. That'd be such a clever such a clever hint if you had both turkey and hockey. The old turkey hockey.
Yeah, I have to cheat to say the words that are on the board.
Chicken jockey. Is chicken jockey a proper noun? At this point? Alright, we'll take it. Field and Hart seems like to be the 2 front runners over in TikTok chat.
Corey, I'll get your opinion. Is this a valid hint using compound words rule?
Ooh. That's towing the line.
Towing the line.
Let's toe
I
the
can
line.
change it if you want. I can change it if you want.
I say run it. Why not?
Run it. All right.
You're gonna need all the help you can get anyway.
YouTube, you can still consider the previous hint of flammable. You're missing 2, but your next hit is going to be sports betting for 3. I'm towing the line, the compound words rule.
He's towing the line, but we talk so much about gambling, so it's gotta be.
Yes,
it's gotta be.
Sports betting. Seabell is saying field. Carclane saying hockey. Lisa the Star saying luck. Carclane saying luck. This is an interesting one. Wish. Because you wish to be better.
Look up.
Lock in luck. Board Ghost deserves a treat. Luck, let's see it. That is correct. Very nice, very nice. That is now 2 of our 9 field agents discovered. Once again, you can still consider the ones you are missing from flammable. Mary says hockey, I guess. Mystique says hockey, luck, field. Lock in hockey, chicken hockey. That is correct. Very nice. We're now at 3 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Doing good.
Who
doing
taught
good.
those chickens how to play hockey? Who taught them?
Once again, you can consider ones from flammable if you're not sure, or you can continue down this line. Carclane says field or swing. Few people on TikTok. Deaf pendulum, swing, pocket, pendulum. You know, if you want to listen to TikTok, they're rooting for pendulum for sports betting.
And the pendulum swings.
Is spare a betting term? Asks Mary. Corey Wilson says field. Country Mozart says lock in field. Like a baseball diamond.
Like a baseball diamond!
That is not correct. That is a point for the blue team. You can add a tally if you want.
Yeah!
Yep. You can bet versus the field on sports books. I do not have sports books. I was not aware of that. So you can consider the ones you are missing. It is not field. You do not bet on the field. I've never heard the term versus the field before, but I'm not an adamant gambler.
Ooh, I might have a banger one.
Ooh, okay, while you're doing that, I'm realizing the dog's starved.
I might have a banger one. Alright, let's see what let's do. I might have a banger in chat. I know bangers. Let's go with... Boom! We got, for TikTok, for you guys, let's see it. Chew for 3. We got chew for 3. First clue was diamond for 2, now we got chew for 3. 3 words on this board relate to chew in some way, shape, or form. Let's see what you got, Board Ghost. If you wouldn't mind keeping an eye, see if you could see Mitch when I can't. Because sometimes TikTok doesn't show it. Makes me angry. Makes me sad. I'm Mitch-less sometimes. It's a tragic twist of fate. See, toast and turkey, turkey, salmon, salmon, turkey, toast, toast, rag, salmon, turkey, toast, pants.
Surprising no one, Guinness was a fraud and a liar. He has been fed already.
What the heck? What the heck? Turkey, toast, salmon.
Yes, Country Mozart. Not your fault. My fault for giving the clue. All Mark's fault.
Mitch is liking toast right now, but I don't think that's official yet.
All right, so your team leader's saying toast. That's their first front runner. I'm seeing a lot of nails come in at the end here. Quite salmon turkey. Nail.
You chew on a pendulum.
You do chew on a pendulum.
I don't even know what team pendulum belongs to.
You chew on that, Mark. Chew
Yeah.
on that. Mitch, we're gonna need the final answer from you. The final. I'm liking nails. Definitely isn't all food. Sounds like a nail. Am I locking in nail then? A's saying nail because if it was all food, he would have said food. Nail is YouTube cheats. Diana says not toast, heart. Is he turkey? Show me nail. I can. Nay!
Very nice. That was a difficult one to figure out.
This one.
Yeah, very nice. They are now at 3 of their 8 blue field agents discovered. That's why I said quite.
All right, now you have 2 more to go. You have 2 more to go. It's Me Bright says quite. Bjorn says turkey. Aaron says I'm terrible at this. It's okay, Aaron. You don't need to be good.
I realize now it's quiet, not quite.
Oh, turkey,
Chew quietly.
turkey.
Are you considering pendulum?
Think about the pendulum of it all. Big turkey and toast.
Mark Logic going cold turkey from betting. Mark Logic, you bet with your heart. Swing maybe, you bet on a batter swing.
Show me turkey. No pendulum, says Mitch. Turkey!
Woo, very nice, very nice. Your blue team is now at 4 of their 8 field agents discovered. They're halfway there. Red team, we're gonna have to catch up.
One last one, Mitch.
Quiet baby. There's no quiet babies. Have you ever seen those things?
Salmon or toast, salmon, toast. Seems like salmon, toast, and quiet are the 3 that TikTok chat likes the absolute best. Chrissy says, I'm okay passing. If you could pass. Salmon. Mitch, you gotta trust me here. Salmon. Pass, says Diana the vegan. Toast, pass. Pass seems good. We need 2 more tallies, absolutely. Keep an eye out for Mitch. Let me know what I'm doing as I add 2 more tallies to blue team. Bang.
Seeing some passes.
Nah, no pass. It's Me Bright, very confident.
Yo, Jason Tallheart, me. Thank you so much, Jay.
Mitch says pass. The TikTok team leader says give it a pass. We don't want to risk it. That's absolutely fine. Mark, it is back to you and YouTube chat. Give me this.
Woo.
I'm stealing it back. I'm a thief today.
All right, let's see.
Bang. Ooh, you already got one.
I think so. Okay. I'm taking a risk. I'm taking a big risk here. Do you know? I'm sure you see why.
Yeah, I see why.
You think it's too risky, or you think I should just go for it?
I'm not going to answer that for you. You're the other team, man.
Bowling for 3. That is your hint. Oh God, says Lisa the Star. Maybe we go back to pants. Spare. Carclane says spare. Bella says spare. Mary says spare. This is an interesting one. Spare, swing. Mark loves bowling.
It's true.
Spare, pocket. Mary says pocket. We are waiting on Country Mozart to make a decision, specifically with friends.
Fan says it's pendulum!
It's pendulum! Guys, pendulum. Country Mozart says lock in spare. That is correct!
Yeah.
Very nice. That is 4 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Once again, you are missing 2 from flammable. You're missing 2 from sports betting. They may have been discovered already. They may not have been discovered. So those are still ones you can consider, but right now your hint is bowling for 3. Notoriously quiet sport. Mozart said lock in. Yes.
You would know more than me.
Oh, bowling? Fuck no.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, I didn't think so.
And if you had a bowling tournament, people will be quiet, and like if only one lane is going, then it can be a little bit of a quiet sport. But full lanes, that's a loud place to be. Chat, do you like pants? Says Country Mozart. Pants because you have to wear pants. Evan Andrews says I wear them. Sorry, Andrew Evans says I wear them. Chat, do we like pants?
I like pants.
Oh, sorry.
Pants are kind of sick.
Pants would be because of the flammable hints, I do believe. Or I can't give justifications or explanations until anything's guessed or locked in, but I do have something funny to say. Pocket of the front pin. I eccentrically never wear pants. That's definite Mark logic. Once your mode starts, says lock in pants! Woo! That is correct! That is 5 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Very nice, very nice. You have 2 guesses remaining, and pants was the flammable one, but I'm guessing Looking back now, this was not my logic. But while you guys were talking about it, I was thinking, oh, sports betting, if you have like multiple things that have to come true, it's called a leg. And legs go in pants.
Dude, you get like, what, Mark logic? What do you mean? And then you say that out loud.
And that wasn't my logic. That came to me like from Jesus in that moment. Swing, pocket, or pass. Oh Lord, Mark. Wow, we're cooked. Mark, get in the bin. Mark, no one find that. Swing, pocket, or pass is what people are going for. Bowling for 3. Country Monster says lock in pass. All right.
Passing.
Passing on to the blue team. The blue team has 4 remaining. We also have 4 remaining. Exciting game.
Man, there's not a good way to link 4 of these together. There's a good way to link. There's a way to link 2 and 2. There's not a good way to link 4, and there's a way to link 2. So let's go with.
My hint personally would be grandfather clock for like the pendulum. For 1.
Oh. Used relating things that you see?
No, I'm trying to connect pendulum.
Okay, all right.
We got it, Corey. Trust us. Actually, they called you Quarry, but just give them 2 hints. Pendulum. Rag is good for flammable and bowling. That is at the top of the list, says Country Mozart. Carclane says rag. Corey says agreed.
All right. I think I gotta go for 2 and 2. I don't think I know the physical way to get the other 2 connected. I don't think I can get more than 2 on this one right now.
Say hand for infinite and pray.
Hand for infinite.
Agreed, rag. Okay, leaning towards rag. Mark, stop reading the clues unless they are wrong. Okay, I'm trying to keep things fair, just by reading them off as I see them. Twig sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Twig. And yes, I saw somebody discussing it. You always have an amount of guesses equal to the number written on the board plus 1. Except if you say 0, then all the rules go out the window and you get infinite guesses. Golly.
Right. This is gonna be a weird one, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna do for 2, Miss Universe.
Interesting. Miss Universe for 2.
You know, they were originally gonna call that title Miss Worldwide, but they thought it would get a little too confusing. And Pipple didn't want to have to remarry every time.
Mr. Worldwide. Sash, hello,
What's up?
Guys, I think it's pendulum, says Bella.
Sash. This is all up to Mitch. He gets the final call, but it seems like TikTok likes Sash. Show me Sash, says Mitch. Bang! Sash!
Woo! Very nice.
Bang! Butterfly says, how do you play this game? It's super simple. We give a clue followed by a number. Your job is to guess which words on this board correlate to this clue I've given. And since it's 2, there's 2 words on the board that correlate to it. They already guessed 1. Wish, heart, wish. Pendulum faux show.
Notably, they swing in on a pendulum in the Miss Universe competition.
Ever since that Miley Cyrus wrecking ball, they all swing in on a pendulum. Wish.
Oh yeah, YouTube chat suggested salmon. Maybe. Notably, they give Miss Universe a salmon for winning.
It's like the gift.
Notably, all Miss Universe winners have been Protestant.
Yeah, they're Protestant. I wish for world peace. I have no idea, but I'll say heart gets my vote. Wish like a wish for world peace. Quiet. I agree with heart. Mitch, you have the final call. It seems heart. Wish. It's me, Bright, still saying quiet. Still a fan of that one. Might be. Maybe they've been right this entire time. They're going back to the 2 chew-in. We never got the final chew for 3. We never guessed what the final one was. Pocket as accessories. Heart. Looks like more people want wish. Show me wish. Mitch, as you wish.
Very
Say that 3 times fast.
As you wish.
Mitch, as you wish.
Oh. Mitch, Mitch, as you wish, Mitch, Mitch, as you wish, Mitch, Mitch, as you wish.
Yes, you saw you get it at the end there. Woo, Mitch.
Very nice. They have discovered 5 out of their 8 field agents.
Now, Mitch, you can always get a Toast Mary, or Salmon Mary, as A says. Or you can pass and just hope they can't get the 4 on the final one.
What's on Mark's shirt tonight? Scuba divers, little turtles, sea anchor, some coral.
Mitch is saying Quiet Mary for Chew. Salmon or Toast Mary. Salmon for Chew. We've discovered 6. Yep, that's on the board, just making sure. Toast could be Chew in universe. Did they get all the flammable? I don't know. Quiet Toast. Quiet is good. I don't get what the pictures are. Those keep track of which team has guessed which word. So, there's red team and blue team right now. Those are the correctly guessed blue team words and the correctly guessed red team words. Toast could be toasting and not the food. Quiet, if there's one thing I do get, that quiet. Not quiet.
Cake's done, says Mystique. Ooh, very nice. How'd it turn out?
Quiet Mary.
No,
It's not quiet Mary.
just a miss. Just a
miss.
miss. Not bad. All right. YouTube, Corey only has 2 left.
Sure.
Corey only has 2 left. I don't know if Corey has a plan to connect these 2. Maybe he fails and it goes wrong. It sounds like he might, though. He did say he has a 2 and 2. So we need to somehow, some way, get 4 of these all at once.
I got a pretty good one. I might know. I might have been holding it back. Maybe I say it's not that good. Maybe it's pretty good.
Right.
Pretty good. It's be bright, that's on me. No. I like the logic behind Quiet and Chew. I really do. It goes back to what people were saying before of, it's not all going to be food because I said chew instead of food. And that's what got you guys nails. So I like that logic behind it. I think it's pretty solid.
YouTube, there's a gambit that I just have to go with.
Gotta go for it.
There's a gambit that I absolutely have to go with for us to have any chance of winning.
Lisa the Star's giving you permission to monopod it, Mark.
Okay.
I'm monopoding it.
I'm going to be aware that what I'm saying, what this hint's going to be, is a little bit wrong, okay? I'm going to be aware. It's just I have to do this to get everything I want together.
Just so
Okay, all right. So everyone's gonna be nice about this hint. This is the best chance we got. Okay, this is gonna have to be kind of a Hail Mary. Pope-mobile for infinite.
Yeah, Pope-mobile!
Rest in peace, Jimmy Pope.
Rest in peace, Pope Francis. Put some respect on his name. He was a good man.
Already
He
hated it.
died while we were live, I think.
Protestant? No, he died this morning.
He died this morning? All right.
I woke up to news about him being dead. I was like, damn. Lock in Protestant. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. That is 6. 6 out of our 9 field agents discovered. We're gonna have to do some leaps in logic and some big guesses and remembering previous clues if you want any damn chance of ending this. Previous clues were flammable, sports betting, and bowling.
Oh, Diana, that's such a good point. It's populum. So pendulum, lock it in.
Park, when you put it in park. We still doing rag. Pendulum is flammable. It swings both ways. Country Chart says lock in rag. That is correct.
Rag.
That is correct. We now only have 2 remaining. 2 remaining. We are at 7 out of our 9 red field agents discovered. Pope-mobile for infinite. Carclane says park, all caps. Park the car, and bowling and park. Well, you park the car to go bowling.
All right, show me soup.
Lock in park.
You go bowling.
That is correct. That is correct. Very nice.
I'm sweating a little bit.
We're at 1 remaining.
TikTok, I'm sweating. Let me see what this last one is.
1 remaining. Previous hints being flammable, sports betting, bowling, and now you have Pope-mobile.
Pope-mobile.
You may have be out of words for those previous guesses. You have no way of knowing what's still available. You might have to ham Mary a little bit. Not locking in yet. Catholics eat salmon on Friday, chat. What do you all think?
Do they? Good Friday, I guess they eat salmon. I don't know what the Catholic schedule is.
Friday, salmon.
Friday, salmon. Friday dinner, extra salmon.
Pocket, because you pocket money. Sports betting. Hill. It can drive up a hill. Drive up that hill. In the Pope-mobile.
Oh.
I think swing, because Mark throws. Oh, wow. Oh. They don't eat meat on Fridays, Corey.
Oh, I'm not a Catholic man, so I don't quite know.
Salmon Saturday.
Board joke like that one. Board
I
joke like that one.
hate Salmon Saturday.
Salmon again.
So basically what I'm gonna say, there are no bad guesses. You could roll a die to determine which of these to pick. Because the simple truth of the matter is if we pass, we lose. So we have to guess something. You might not have any explanation as for why, no justification. You could do pure random if you wanted. Or you can consider the previous clues, or this current clue, and try to figure out something. I worked at a Catholic hospital. Oh, really? Lock in Hill, because it sounds like Hail Mary.
Ah, Hail Mary.
Locked in Hill, let's see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it wasn't that one.
You know what, TikTok? What I got for you? Fish for one.
Pendulum.
For one.
Please.
Fish for one.
How funny would it be? How funny would it be, Mitch?
Mitch does have the opportunity to do the funniest thing possible right now. But fish for one. Salmon. Pendulum Mary.
Pendulum Mary. He lied. Toast Mary.
I'll see you, Mitch. Is he gonna betray us? Show me salmon, Mitch. I will. And for good measure, we'll toast Mary afterwards.
Yeah, and Pendulum is just a miss.
Yeah, TikTok redeemed.
Sorry, Chad. I blame Hayden. No, it was good. You guys did really good. Interpreting these. The final red clue, the last one on the board, was swing. Because you do swing in bowling. It's a swinging motion that you do. And also, in sports betting, this is a bit of a stretch, but in sports betting, things can swing in your favor. Maybe.
Spaghetti's fought fully, I agree.
Yeah, that's fair. And bowling for 3 was really risky because the assassin was in fact Pocket.
Whoa! No travel agents to be seen. You're so right.
The Pope swings a pendulum. I think we did amazing considering we had Mark. No, I thought that if I talked myself down, should have trusted Mark logic.
Should have trusted.
Well, you guys did discover 8 of them. That is still really good. That was impressive, especially with that Hail Mary around Pope-mobile at the end. One more go? We got time for one more go.
One more go!
So, we will assign new team leaders, or we can stick with the same one if Country Mozart wants to do it again. I'm now going into retirement after my win. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you for serving as team leader.
Mitch.
You did great.
I will ceremoniously remove your name from the board.
No switch. All right.
At least right here.
Country Mozart says I nominate one of the ladies or whoever wants to.
I like that logic.
I trust Mitch.
I'll let you choose the team leaders here, Mark.
Let's see. All right. Kyle, you were one of the names I read the first time around. Then we passed you up for Mitch. I'm good to go with Kyle.
Kyle! Can I draw the little devil face emoji?
Yes. All right. We are rooting for Kyle in TikTok. Switch team leader. We can do that. So I can give the clues for TikTok this time, giving them to Kyle, and you can give them to YouTube. Does that work for you?
Sure.
It was reach over each other for the boards. And
I did the best I could, Kyle.
let me prep the new board while we're talking about it. Still waiting on a team leader for YouTube. Yes, we're switching team leaders.
He wants to.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
all right.
it's a little rough for us.
Never
to switch in
mind.
the middle.
YouTube, you're stuck with me again.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. New board has been set. I sacrifice Lisa to the Elder Gods, only fair. All right. Does anybody want to be team leader? Lisa, are you okay to do the thing at Country Mozart? It's fine if you don't want to.
Anita, that hurts. That hurts. I thought I did pretty good. I even got the little emoji. Look at it. Look at the little guy right there. That's perfect. That's spot on.
Steve says, me please. All right. Steve, I'm going to go with you over Mia just because I think you've been in chat longer. Actually, wait, no.
Oh.
I'm lying. Okay, we'll go with Steve for right now. I like to go with names I somewhat recognize because it guarantees that they'll be around a little bit longer.
Thank you.
All day 3, 5, and 6 days ago.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, awesome. We'll go with Steve then.
I am not Steve. It's that guy, but he's Steve.
It's going to be Steve. Corey, can you count up the board, see who's going first?
Yeah, I can. It's blue. It's me. It's me. I'm the blue. Dabba dee. Dabba die. Dabba do. It's me.
Steve!
Steve!
I'm Steve.
I'm Steve.
I didn't come here for responsibilities. Fair enough, Lisa the Star. Let's go, Steve. Woo. I was on TikTok Live. I'm sorry, Mia. Okay, if we do another one, you can be team leader. Sorry, if you're popping over from TikTok Live to do the YouTube thing, just say that. Just because with how YouTube has been historically, I'm always a little bit cautious about who we give power to. But I trust everyone from TikTok.
Well, favoritism.
Thanks, country.
Favoritism. All right, give me a second to think.
Yeah, let me take a look at this board. We got an interesting board. Oh, I forgot I can full screen my laptop since we're not doing wavelength anymore. Got Death, Ship, Nightmare, Nightmare Nightmare Mary. Mitch is a good clue.
Let's see what's on this board. Superhero, that's on there. That's a good one for Mitch.
Mia and I switch places. Wait, Kelsey Weasel, are you Mia?
I think
No, sorry. Weasel. Kelsey Weasel came from YouTube to TikTok. I'm understanding. Okay. I figured it out as I was speaking. Kyle has his emoji on here too. Oh, really? What was Kyle's emoji? It's Little devil guy. Ooh, that's like a nightmare. Nightmare. Wow, I can't believe you trust TikTok people, Chinese bots, over YouTube people, Russian bots. Let's be honest, we know Mark hates us. Guys, I did my best. Mary says, Nightmare Mary, ? Skull emoji. Oh my goodness, it's a dark, evil version of Mary. Nightmare Mary.
Oh my god.
Golly. All right, Corey's thinking of a clue. He's doing his best. 25 words laid out. 9 of them belong to the blue team. 8 of them belong to the red team. And if you're viewing on TikTok, it is your job to discover all of the blue ones. If you're watching on YouTube, it's your job to discover all 8 of the red ones using my hints. My hints are going to be so great. I haven't even looked at this board yet. Oh yeah, best hints in the world coming up.
Man.
Guaranteed.
You know, it's a tough day for me. I have a couple good ones that I could give, but I don't think anybody in chat would get it, so I can't use them.
Yeah, that's rough. Play this game yesterday with my in-laws, much harder than I remember. It's not easy. It's not easy to be on the clue giving side. Yo, Bryn sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Bryn.
All right, Kyle and TikTok chat. Our first clue of the game.
Interesting one.
Daycare worker.
Daycare worker.
Daycare worker.
That is an interesting one. Notably, they use pendulums to make the kid to go to sleep.
Knock him out?
Yeah, hit him.
Well,
hit him with a pendulum.
Was that hypnosis?
Guys, stop slandering Mark. He's doing his best and cannot help it.
Nightmare! Teacher. Let's keep an eye out for Kyle. He's going to give mom, teacher, nightmare! Lollipop. Teacher and superhero, lollipop, teacher. Lock in teacher, says Kyle. Let's see teacher. Bang!
Woo! Very nice. That is one of the 9 field agents discovered for the blue team. United Tally if you want.
Teacher, mom, nightmare, mom.
Nightmare mom.
Nightmare mom. I feel like TLC definitely had a series about that at some point, titled literally that.
Superhero. Oh, that's a clever one.
Superhero Lollipop Girl, Mom, Nightmare.
Hayden, don't
What?
remind you of a certain petition.
Does Kyle think? Kyle's reading all of your TikTok chats. He's keeping it locked in.
There's daycare workers in Rome, probably. Maybe.
Kyle, what is your answer? Nightmare Girl, Lollipop, and Nightmare. Lollipop, says Mitch.
Nightmare Girl.
Jack for Jack and Jill. Nightmare Girl. Dated a few of them, you know what I'm saying?
What the fuck?
Not true at all. I'm gonna go with Mom as most popular!
Woo! Let's go! A point for the good guys. Thank you. That was a tough one. That was a tough one.
The good guys? That's fucked up, man.
Well, they're both good guys. Yeah.
Are they?
Nah, I'm rooting for you
One's
too.
definitely plotting world domination.
We heart moms and you too. Indeed. All right, my turn to think of a clue. Let's see how we're gonna do here. Okay. All right, this is an interesting one.
Daycare worker was the clue. Daycare worker for 3. You got one of them. Chrissy says that was actually a tricky clue for me. It's a tricky clue for everyone, especially me. Let's see. It's not Kyle's fault. You know, sometimes you just give a bad clue. It happens. Mark is thinking of one to give to YouTube right now. He's mulling it over in his brains. He's thinking kids at daycare definitely call their workers mom on accident a lot. That's probably huge and true. That's actually probably so true.
Yeah.
Kelsey Crystal says, I think it's goblin. Is it crotch goblin?
Okay, but not an important phone call. Cool.
You never heard the term crotch goblin?
Can't say I have.
Well, Board Ghost isn't a knower. Don't be knowing. Doesn't know many things. Bjorn says, I'm also thinking Lollipop and Girl. I love the name Bjorn. It's a very fun name to say. Bjorn.
Bjork.
Whoa. Didn't know we had some Swedish dogs in here, dude. Daycare worker would be my nightmare job. Yeah, I don't think I could cut it as a daycare worker, quite frankly. I think those kids would... if you ever seen like a sweet laid down in front of an anthill and the ants just like climb over it and devour it, that would be me in a daycare, but the kids would just devour me. Flesh and bones and all. Nothing left afterwards. Mystique says, just in case anyone was wondering, my lemon blueberry cake was very yummy.
Oh, very nice.
I don't doubt it. It sounds kind of goated. Might have to get me one. Got a butter cinnamon swirl cake for Easter.
This is a very tricky board.
It is. Thinking. Girl doesn't make as much sense as daycare worker. Maybe if it was daycare alone. Can barely handle my one baby, LMAO. Mitch, go get some food. Enjoy. Eat up. You've earned it. A hard victory thought. Kyle says, keep putting ideas in the chat. Gotta win him over. He's still thinking. Not quite sure.
Okay, all right. Let's see. I'm just gonna go with it. Your hint, YouTube, is going to be creature for 3.
Dubious little creature.
Creature for 3 is going to be your first hint.
Show me Uber Hacks or Nova. Lock it in.
Mark, can you give us a clue already? Creature. This is the best I got. I'm a singer girl who's missing an organ, in case you need a clue for those. Oh, okay, all right, good to know. Goblin. Who's team leader this time? Steve is team leader. So we're looking for Steve to decide. See, goblin, moth, goblin, wolf, hedge, parentheses, hog. Steve says lock in goblin. That is correct. Very nice. Good job, Steve. Off to a great start. We are at 2 out of our 8 field agents discovered. Moth, mothman, goblin, moth, and hedge, parentheses, hog. Goblin, sorry, read that already.
Hog.
Nightmare, death. Nightmare might have creatures. Bella says wolf. Wolf. Have you seen the video of the husky and the doorbell rings and they go, oh, don't wolf, and he goes, wolf. Lock in moth. That is correct.
Oh.
Very nice. Very nice. That is 3 of our red field agents discovered out of 8. YouTube's killing it. Steve has spoken. Didn't even see Wolf at first. Well done, team. Indeed, indeed. See, guys, Mark is great at these. Thank you, Hayden. I don't know what I did to earn your favor, but
Nightmare.
I appreciate it. And if you're not confident, you can pass. You're still missing 1 creature for 3. Wolf sounds good. Wolf locked in. Let's see it. That is correct.
Bang!
Very nice. We're now at 4 for 8 field agents discovered. We're halfway there. And now you can do a random guess if you want, or you can pass the turn to the blue team. You always have the amount written on this board plus 1 guesses. So if you're good to pass and move on, you can just say so. I usually assume that's the case. You know, I'm going to assume pass in the meantime, not wait for an answer, and just if they change their mind, we'll reveal some random
Pass,
one.
please.
Pass,
Steve.
please. Wonderful. Thank you, Steve.
Now, Mark, I do have the opportunity to do the funniest thing possible right now.
Remember when I was the captain and you gave clues and we won in 2 turns? You won me there, then lost me with the chat aggregator, but it's dead now, so you got me back.
Kelsey Weasel says, do the funny thing. God, I want to do the funny thing, but I don't know if it's gonna pan out. I don't know if it's gonna pan out if I do the funny thing. We have to have some very attentive people in chat in order for the funny thing to pan out. You know the funny thing I'm talking about?
No idea.
Do it for the. Okay, I'll do the funny thing. I'm gonna do the funny thing. I'll do the funny thing. Just chat demands it.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm gonna do. Oh, hold on. I gotta erase it. I'm fucking it up.
For once, this isn't gonna be on me, okay? Whatever.
I'm doing the funny one. Chad, I'm sorry if this doesn't pan out. Oh God, I can't write. I'm laughing too hard. I'm hysterical. I'm going crazy. I gotta put some respect on this. I gotta make sure it's good. I'm gonna get judged. I'm gonna get judged very harshly if it's not perfect.
Do it for 5, to be honest.
Do it for 5.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
If you want to get real funny.
Let's get real silly and goofy. Let's get really silly and goofy. We're gonna do it. We're gonna say Lisa the Star for 5. Let's get real silly and goofy with it. Let's get really silly and goofy.
Question mark. 5? Question mark. No, Lisa. Lisa's been sacrificed to TikTok. I'm gonna be offended.
All right, singer, girl, nightmare, question mark. Lisa the Star is one of our regular chatters. Girl, oh my God, I'm regretting this. What does it mean, Kyle? Kyle, it's okay. It's okay.
We're gonna see if they remember.
We're gonna see if they remember.
And you know, I'm zipping my lips. I'm not saying anything. Throwing away the key.
Girl, go first. Now I gotta scroll up. Clue.
Go, girl.
Clue on the board?
Yeah.
Or is this the clue?
Clues on the board.
Clues on the board.
Girl first. Sorry, did Steve say something?
Singer.
Is that what he says? Scroll up? Oh, sorry, Kyle.
No. That was a chat message. Kyle says girl, I think. Kyle, I'm assuming that means you want it locked in, so I will reveal it. Girl!
That is correct. 2 out of the 9 field agents discovered. 5 is the highest number we've ever written on this board, I do believe. Besides infinite, but like that doesn't really count.
Singer, superhero, singer. Lisa the Star was worried about being insulted. I say superhero and singer.
Mark, what did I say about reading my comments out loud? I'm sorry. It was like Dunning. I didn't know. I didn't know this was gonna happen.
Superhero, singer. She has organs. Server, superhero, lock-in singer. Bang! Locked in singer. Abby says, I don't know her. That's fine. Is Lisa here with us? They're in YouTube chat. They do pop in from TikTok time to time. Blueprint for a regular singer. Point for star. Superhero. Listen, regardless of whether or not the answer is correct, I do think Lisa Star is a superhero. It's true. Have you ever seen her in Superman in the same place, same time? Nope, didn't think so. Nightmare, Lollipop. Still favorite, Lollipop. Let's see, Kyle.
Lisa Star always having a comically large lollipop.
Known character trait. Server lollipop. Kyle.
And also, Kyle, you can pass if you're not
You
confident.
can
I know
pass.
you're put in an awkward situation.
Lollipop, please, Corey. Absolutely. Bang. It was deserved. It was deserved, I think. I think it only makes sense that I get to use the funny, goofy hint, and then, we end with giving you one. Out of respect for Lisa the Star.
All right, you two, we are at 5 out of our 8 field agents discovered. We only got 3 left. How hard could it be to connect 3? I feel like there is a connection here, but I'm not seeing it. You might see it. I don't know. I feel like it's possible. These are similar, and then just shove in that one.
I can kind of get the path forward.
Okay. All right. I need to think about this.
It's crazy. Superhero daycare. That's good. Thanks, Jeff, for the help. Kyle, they're all in you're working together. All right. That's your team. They're coming to. Can you explain Lisa now? I will explain it after the game is over.
Yeah.
Because you didn't get them all, so I don't want to tally us. Absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We have 3 total. Bang, bang. Kyle, I'm so sorry. So sorry to do that one to you. But chat wanted the funny thing, and who am I to deny that? Who am I to deny it's comedy? 2 tallies, I got it. I don't know, Lisa, but I have no clue how you guys connected her to a lollipop. Her comment she said earlier was about her being a singer in organs. Corey had the tally. I did. Would have been nice if Lisa had been on our side tonight. It really would have been.
All right, I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm just going to spell a word wrong, really wrong. And we got time. We don't have to finish off right away.
True.
And it's gonna be guidance for 2.
Guidance for 2.
How wrong did I spell this word?
I think you got it right. Your capitalization is offensive, but other than that, I think that's spelled right.
Known for that. Guidance for 2. Blueprint. Blueprint. Okay, I've seen a lot of blueprints. Wait, I was warranted to not read that chat out loud. I'll go back to reading TikTok. Server and organ. Let's see. Waiting on final decision from Steve. Clue and port. Clue and blueprint. Blueprint and clue. Ship. Clue and point, y'all. Blueprint, lock in. Let's see it. That is correct. Very nice. That is 6 out of our 8 field. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
6 out of our 8 field agents discovered.
You're fine.
You point someone the right direction. True. Guidance for 2. Honestly, you're cooking. Hayden's helping out Board Ghost with some ideas for stream. Clue, then pass or point. Carclane says clue. Cooking so hard they called the fire department. Death, like when you are guided to the afterlife, clue or point. Interesting.
I gotta think on this one.
Guidance for 2. Steve says clue, lock in please. I can. That is correct. That is correct. We're now at 1 field agent remaining. You can pass, you can do a wild Hail Mary guess, you can do whatever.
What are the odds you get the assassin?
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
I mean,
it's just as good odds as winning right now, not giving us a chance.
Country Start says pass. Clues are our guidance in these games. Country says pass. Mary says guess. Steve says pass, please. We are passing to the blue team.
Okay, TikTok chat. We're in a bit of a pickle here. We're in a bit of a pickle. We're in a bit of a sticky situation, if you don't mind me saying. We need to get 6 in this turn, or else we lose.
Just give a clue for 6.
Just give a clue for 6.
Lemon squeezy.
Man. Yeah, just give a clue for 6. Something notably that we've never done before in the entire history of playing this game. Just do it real quick.
Yeah, you're gonna have to connect some stragglers that aren't encompassed in your other hints, and instead it's infinite and pray.
Yeah.
Do something for Infinite. We got this. Hayden singing tunes in YouTube. Sticky situation. Discombobulation. Oh, yo, that's going hard.
Spitting.
we got Drip Van Winkle back in chat.
Oh!
For those of you who are not here to see that reference, one of the days we were streaming, somebody popped in named Drip Van Winkle and was giving raps in chat about the various games we were playing and the clues we were giving. It was very entertaining. They said they had beef with Eminem. I'm gonna be honest. I love the guy. I don't know how true that is.
I don't think Marshall's aware.
I'm not positive that Marshall is aware of Drip Van Winkle. JD sent a heart me. Thank you so much, JD.
All right. At least it starts to serve you right for using my clue against me. You know, that's fair. If we wind up losing this one, I am okay with that. I will only be sad that I let Kyle down and the rest of TikTok chat. That being said, chat, you know this one is going to be a wacky one, all right? So just bear with me here. I kind of don't have a choice. I kind of have to rip this one. Gotta Drip Van Winkle this one.
Pre-writing my clue for my assured victory.
You're not gonna get the chance to because I am gonna get all 6 with TikTok chat's help. We're gonna go funding for Infinite.
Interesting. And I can see.
You see the logic?
Difficulties.
Yeah.
with what you're trying to connect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hedge. Sports betting, hedge your bets. Going back to that one. Hedge 100%. Hedge. Corey, just drop some hints when you talk. Let me just cheat real quick. Go and lock in hedge for the people, of course. Bam!
Woo! Very nice. I just realized we're gonna have to wrap up like quickly.
Yeah, don't worry.
When this is done.
Lisa Star says I play the flute. Wait a second, they were on YouTube a minute before. Now they're in TikTok? Have they switched sides? Have they come to join the winning team here?
Country Mozart says, my name is Kyle.
Superhero server
Whoa.
time, server Jade time.
I really did think your name was Mozart.
I thought it was the Mozart. Came back just to watch our stream. From the country. Superhero still, server. Time, please, Corey.
Wait. My hint.
Hey, you wanted to wrap up fast.
I wanted to wrap up fast. You know, we did it a bit, out of order, but Country Mozart, we technically did win in 2 turns. I only gave 2 clues. I showed this at the end, but technically I only gave. We had a lot of help.
You had a typo.
Oh? Where?
Had a typo? Hold on, let me see. Kyle went for the wait. After I said that.
All right.
Unfortunate.
We actually need to wrap up really fast. We have somewhere to be. Thank you all so much for being here. It was a whole lot of fun.
Real quick. Wait. The Lisa the Star one was like girl, I think, superhero, a singer, server, organ.
Oh yeah, the Lisa the Star one, I told him to do it for 3. The reason was Lisa Star told us it was singer and organ. She told us those are the connections. And then from there's girl, and then superhero was the one I was going for. And this one was convoluted, but singer, musician, flute. Those are the 5 I had in mind for Lisa the Star.
What's wrong with it?
Assassin was Jade.
No!
Also, thank you so much to the team leaders. It is a tough job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for doing that.
They are Steve.
Yes. Also, once again, Mitch. Thank you so much for the donations today.
Thank you, Mitch. More like goat.
Candace sent a heart me. Thank you to everyone who sent donations and who followed. If you're not following and you want to see more, if you had fun with this, please consider giving us a follow. It really means the world. Okay, that's all we have for you. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.